Cha. Wow. There she is. Hello. 1 2 Chuffy 1 2. 1 2 Chuffy 1 2. Yeah, we're all working. Hi, you're with Scott. I'm Ganji Kid. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is right here. This is your left ear. We're in mono. We're in mono, Rodney. There she is. Look, Rodney. She just be chilling, Rodney. Chilling in Monster. We've got a few little stories. I've got to get off in 3 hours. Let's say T-minus 3 hours,
like
right?
I should have just stayed in bed today.
Shut up, you. Right, let's get on with it then. Let's go and do my commissions. Let's get straight into it. Let's see where my resin's at. Let's see where my resin's at. Still recharging. That's okay. So, commissions. She's right here. Oh, we need our special charged for that. We will need our special charged for that. So let's have a look at what's going on over here in Wangshuin. We'll get straight into it because there's boxing on tonight. And I want to watch the boxing. Boxing, fighting, punching. And you can't do it on stream, really. You can't really do it on stream. We might be able to figure a way of doing it in the future.
Yeah, let's find shelter, quick! Watering works on plants, but not people.
Some kind of maybe watch along or, you know... I'm not allowed to react and broadcast it. I know that. I can't broadcast live boxing, so... Hello, Captain. Always talking to the Captain before you've gold it. Sorry. Look, she's even looking at the Captain.
Love it when the weather's like... Let me guess.
I gotta get on. I can't stop and chuff for a gold it. I gotta get my commissions done, get a story done. 3 hours. Let's do a nice solid stream. Is that one of our guests? My apologies. Things have been a new... Our guests keep getting tapped. Okay, yeah, monsters. I got it. I got it. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Head straight on in.
Just over there. That's no problem for me. Got me wings. If I had wings, I would fly. Let me contemplate. I look into the cut and I see my homie Nate. Last time I was on the east side and it's needed something else. Nate Dogg and the G-Child are in need of something else. One of them babes just... I said, ooh, I like your style. Said my car's broke down, but you seem real nice. Seems a bit rude to me. Right, look, let's just go and smash these chuffers up while I'm here.
Make my escape.
Since I'm here, these chuffers. Hey, because we always need masks.
No, my sword.
Big embargo on with masks at the moment. Shortage, mask shortage. A bit like the old COVID, isn't it? A bit like the old COVID. I always need these masks. Didn't get any masks. Didn't get any masks, you fucking chuffers. Very much chuffers. Right, what's this? See, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing my commissions. Oop, I missed it. Just have a little look at this. I might have already got whatever this is for. Yeah, I think I've already got this one. But it takes me up in the air, which is nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's yours. That's in the bank. That's safe. That's yours. That's safe for later. That's in the bank. You're taking that home. But do you want to gamble? Do you want to gamble? That's yours. That's safe. You're taking that home. That's in the bank for later. But would you like to try the cash builder round? There we go. This is a suspicious location, if ever I've seen one. Full of these chuffers. In fact...
Witness the power of Gugwa. You can't run.
The suspicious location's actually up the beach.
Judgment.
There's a mask. I love that. Get off that. That's my mask, you. Don't even think about it. What's that? What's that? Masks. Yes, masks.
Got a dash. Yeah. Let it rain. Get him. Judgment. Punishment. Rain outlines your fate.
You're all dead now, ain't you? I mean, you're only just minding your own business. Oh, look, this one's hiding. You're hiding.
You can't run.
Hiding. I'll give you a hiding. Hey, I said I'll give you a hiding. How about that, you?
Time to
Chuffer.
act.
Oh, someone's still alive. Over there.
Time
What
to
are you
act.
doing shooting arrows at me, you chuffer? You'd have thought you'd have learned your lesson by now. That's mine. All of that is mine. Let's go and have a look down the beach. Anyway, you can tell your you can live and tell your friends what happened. Right. Here I am. Suspicious location. This wasn't sus. I've been here before. So like a little puzzle, you have to get up there and get a chest. I've had it. Got up there, climbed on that. I did it. I sorted it. Defeat. Ooh! Hello. Ring cutter! Ha! Rain cutter sounds a bit feeble, really, doesn't it? Like, rain's not that difficult. Like, rain's not hard to cut. Like, if anything, water's known for being quite easy to pass a knife through.
Judgment.
Like, they use butter as an example of things.
You can't run.
Like, they say butter's easy to cut. Well, if anything, water's easier to cut than butter, isn't it? So, raincoater. Report back to VoD. I'll do that then. I'll just go and smash up these boxes because there might be some potatoes in them and I need more potatoes.
Time to act.
Not even one cabbage. Not even a potato for a grown boy. Alright. Let's go and see what they're saying back here at the inn. They're probably saying thank you very much if I've got anything to... If I remember rightly about these people, they're very polite. Where am I going? Oh, back to reception. Hello, the cat, not you. Yeah, it's done. Compensation agreed. Sorted. Right, thanks. Primos, lovely primos. Ooh, get them in my tummy. Right, next on my list, is there another... Where's all my... Oh, over here. Pudgy Pyrotechnics, but in a new location, so that's different. Let's get this done. Warm up the stream. We had a brilliant stream yesterday, I'm telling you. I'll say this now. We had such a stonker of a stream yesterday. Capital K weighed in with the sub bomb. Dropped 50 big subs. And we had a bit of a cool time. We had 5 hours of stream in which
Body and
Chuffing Super Brain here, Super Noggin the Nog here. Noggin the Nog, Super Brain. I don't know if you know what Noggin the Nog is. That probably sounds racist to some other cultures, but it's like a British cartoon thing. Right, we're going to have a diversion in a second.
rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Which basically means let me spank your face with my rain-cutting sword.
You can't run.
They don't like it. They're not big fans of it, but it needs doing. It's getting done. Oh, reinforcements. Well, I'm just busy getting this. You can hurry up and get over here while I get this bit of iron and that sweet flour, and then we'll deal with your reinforcements.
No, my sword. You can't run. Punishment. No one escapes my. Come on now.
There you go. Big old swirls going on now. Sit down. That's you dead. Are you still doing
Rain outlines your
not
fate.
dead?
You can't run.
You might notice I've got Amber on. We've been doing some gentle exploring. We've got Amber on as main character. We could switch to the hottest chef in Leeway, but you might notice we've got Amber on, and she's 67. 68, she's nearly up to speed. Once Amber's up there and can be ascended, he needs ascending. We're just at boss fights for ascensions at the moment. That's what we're at. That's what's, there's always something that you're chasing, isn't there? That's at the moment it's boss fights for ascension. She got ascended yesterday. She needs ascending. She needs ascending. You need ascending. But they're all up to the level, so we're really getting there now. And we're up to the point where I can beat the Oceanid. So once we've got those Oceanid, probably not this weekend, another 10 kills, probably over the course of next week. I'll kill the Oceanid 10 times, and then we'll level the world level up, and we'll hit Inazuma. So probably next weekend we could hit Inazuma. Probably next weekend we can do it. If I just show you quests, Inazuma is where we're going. We've got some side quests there in Inazuma. We've got a few story and world quests. That's what we're going to be doing tonight, today, tomorrow. Setting ourselves up for Inazuma story quest, Archon quest, main quest. And on the map, I've had a good look round everywhere. Oh yeah, we've had a good look round everywhere. 89% up here, 86, 95% for Gale Song Hill. Oh yeah, good look round. Only 60% of Dragonspine, but we've hit 60% of leeway total now. There's still some areas to have a good look round and some chests and some gathering and hunting to do, but we've done basically as much as we need to be ready to be pushing on to this next area. And there is one special quest that will raise the world level. This one. It's 100 primos. It's 2 wishes. Like I say, next weekend we're going to hit that quest and get ourselves up, world level up and off to leeway. So everything's in hand, everything's in order. Oh, check out the perimeter on the border. There's a... just over here somewhere. How far away from me is it? There is... it's down... it's marked there. I need to mark these now. Confirm. And I need to be getting them. Because this book... not this. This book... it's quite a good indication. Like, if you're doing these... ticking these boxes, complete 20 bosses in the open world... unlock 15 Shrines of the Depths. If you're doing that, you're about the same level as you need to be for the next... like, it's like guiding you through in a way. I need to be upgrading the Statue of 7 to leeway to level 9 in order to say I'm really ready to go to Inazuma. Do you see what I'm saying? So we're nearly complete with all this stuff. But the Statues of the 7 require these Geoculuses, and they are Joculuses, because the Chuffing... I need another, like, 4 of them. I've been 24 I needed for this level. 20 Chuffing 4. Now, where are they? That's the main question, isn't it? So when you see one on your little map, like that little star that I've marked, it's best to just go for it. These days, I'm not leaving them to come back later. I'm getting them now. It'll be in this tree. Watch, it'll be in this tree. It's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be in this tree. In the tree? No? I'm stood on it now. It can't be... is it higher up? Look, it's right up there in the air. What? It's right up there in the air. Yeah, I heard you the first time. Alright, well, how am I supposed to get that, you chuffer?
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now.
That seems well unfair. Right up there in the air. How high up can I go? I mean, how... from here, how high up can I get? Maybe off one of these? Fly down off one of these. I mean, this one is probably the highest point. And there aren't many places higher up than me now, are there? Other than that floating, maybe that floating platform there, and then fly down to it. But apparently it's up in the air somewhere. So I should see it as I fly across now. I don't see it even. I'm right on top of it now. Is it still above me? No, I've got to get this now as I float down, yeah? It's either above or below me now. This feels like I'm messing it up somehow, but I feel like I should be getting it. I think I even heard it appear. Am I not going... I'm not flowing down. Oh, I see. Look, I'm not floating down. There it is. Got it. Tagged. Winner. Right. Let's get that off the map. Delete that. And we are continuing with our daily duties as Honorary Knight. Adventurers Guild. We have to sort out everyone's shit, basically. We have to sort out all their problems. I love it. I love it, though. I love it. Oh. Hello.
Rain cutter. Judgment.
I need to switch off Amber. Need to get our hot chef involved if we're going to be having some Barneys.
Shiver.
Oosh. And I need to remember to save up one of the specials.
You
Or
can't
all
run.
of the specials. I need to save up a deck of specials because one of the commissions requires using them in Mondstadt. I'll show you in a minute. I did want to quickly do it. Look, I'm going to fight that chuffer. I'm going to fight that chuffer. Party setup. I'm going to fight that chuffer. I did want to quickly show you something as well.
Just sharpen my spear.
Yesterday, we were talking diversions. We had a couple of diversions in, you know, I'd do this sometimes. I'd go like that.
Work
press,
hard and live each day to the fullest.
and then I'd got
That
my
is
other
what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
mouse, use this over here, and then I go like this, and I do Firefox. You want to see Firefox? Like this. I turn it on. Yeah, there you go. There's Firefox, and then we go on a little diversion. We're talking about something, and you know, I get YouTube up, and we react to it. Sometimes that happens. You know what that's like on stream. I tend not to do it very much on these Genshin Impact streams because I want to keep it just pure Genshin. I don't have to edit this later. I just want it to be all the Genshin Impact playthrough, nice and straightforward. We upload it to our YouTube channel. Ganji Kid. This is like the VoDs. Everything we've ever done stream-wise. Full VoD up on here. Pretty much everything. I upload all the Twitch streams to this channel. So you'll see all these Genshin Impact ones here, look. But on this channel, we also stream on this channel on YouTube. We use it as a streaming channel on YouTube, so you'll see a lot of other stuff here as well, like conspiracy theories, mental health conversations. I'm not into conspiracy theories, so I'm sort of saying I don't know if about this. This seems a bit weird. We talked about Rekful's death and Dr. K. You know, we played Pokemon. That's up on here as well. Anything we've ever done, all up on here. Big channel. Big channel. Really trying to push that channel to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize it. But I do realise that people do want to see these things edited in shorter bursts and sort of chunks. I know how it works. I know how people do their YouTubes. I've seen them. Limmy Twitch Clips Plus, Limmy Clips Plus, Limmy Clips, Asmongold TV. I've seen them. Cat Danny doing the editing. I've seen them. So what I've also done is we've got some other channels. And yesterday we were talking about this. I've been thinking about it. I'm going to make some decisions. Ganji Arts is every time we do a game review, or we talk about something a bit cultural and review it, such as I talked about the evolution of rave music. That's music, isn't it? Music, culture, arts.
Everything
goes
is
in there.
negotiable, except overtime.
Right. I'm just talking, hang on. We talked about art pictures of racial dynamics being flipped. That's an art conversation, it goes there. We reviewed Moonlighter. That goes there. We talked about Nikocado Avocado being a genius, or is he a fat idiot, or is he a genius? That goes there. Help Me Doctor, a review of a game. That goes there. So that's that channel, Ganji Arts. It makes sense. I like that. I'm going to keep doing that. Maybe once a month. I slacked off a bit. Maybe once a month we want a game review. And the reason I've slacked off is because I've been playing Genshin Impact for about 3 months now. No, it's not the reason I slacked off. I've got lots to do. I'm a streamer. I'm streaming more and editing less at the moment. But this is the conversation I'm showing you. Yesterday we had a couple of diversions, like we're doing now, a diversion. And we've got this other channel, Ganji Cuts. What I have been doing is editing our streams. So let's say we do a 2-hour stream about Bus Driver Simulator. I then edited it down to half an hour, just the best bits, put it up there. But that's like takes me a full long time to do that because I'm like doing a proper edit. I'll show you. Look, this is one of my edits. I'll show you one of my edits. Yeah, this is like actually that one belonged on Ganji Cuts as well, but I put it there as well. I don't know if I want to show you a full edit because it's like half an hour of content, isn't it? But this will make sense. Meeting Kara and Genshin Impact, because this is only 15. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. It's 8 minutes long. I'm gonna show you an example of one of our edits of a Genshin Impact
Don't
stream.
we have a job to do?
Yeah, we're gonna get on with that in a
Let me
minute.
show you how the Knights of Favonius conquer our adversaries.
You cocky.
My first chance to fight beside you.
Oh, hello. Bit tall, aren't you? Instinctively, I've grown to enjoy Amber as a character now. Look, she's my little character running around with the little shorties on. Get away from her, Kaya. That's my girlfriend. Get away from her. Don't like her getting so close to him. Feeling a bit jealous. I'm joking, of course. They're just computer characters, but
Think we'll make a good team?
no, you can shove off you. He's already in here.
Let me show you how the night.
So you can see what's going on, can't you? It's one of our streams, but I've chopped it right down. So it's just the story of this thing, meeting Kaya, going through the dungeon, and I've don't need any messing about. All the bits like would happening right now, me talking rubbish, cut out, and just made it a punchy edit in the style of a YouTube edit, like a proper editor would. So that takes a bit of time because I've got the whole 2-hour stream. I chuck out the bits that I don't want on either side. Right, we're editing this chunk, and then it takes me a while to watch it, cut that bit out, squidge it along.
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
Do a J cut where you put them overlapping, and then at the end of it all colour grade. I don't do a massive colour grade, but colour grade it, then export it. Then once it's exported, and it takes a little while to export from Final Cut, then you upload it, then you make a thumbnail. Doing all that is a bit of work. And we were saying yesterday about how some of the other streamers, so get on this channel and watch my previous edits because I've worked on them. We were saying yesterday about how some other streamers, for example, if I type Limmy, Limmy's got Limmy Twitch Clips Plus. I don't know if he edits this or someone else does. I know with Asmongold edits, Cat Danny does it for him. So he doesn't have to do all that stuff that I just said a minute ago. And Cat Danny doesn't even do a full edit. I'll explain. Look, Twitch Clips Plus, they're just very short clips, these are. 17, 15 seconds even, some of them. Like 40 seconds, 2 minutes.
Work hard and
short
live
clips.
each day to the fullest.
I get that, that's Twitch clips.
That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
Some people can clip my channel if they want, make some clips. I'll try and copy and paste them off Twitch onto a clips channel. We've got, not Ganji Cuts, but we've also got Ganji Clips there. I haven't bothered to really maintain this channel because, who am I? But I've got one there. Same thing, anything under a minute, little clips. Clips, if you've clipped it and you put it on Twitch and you've clipped one of our things on Twitch, I'll try and rip it off Twitch and put it on here, Ganji Clips. Make sense? Cool. And then, what I was saying was, for example, Asmongold, Super Asmongold, does a stream every day, about 8 hours of streaming, and then somebody else cuts it up into little episodic chunks. So on an Asmongold stream, for example, he might get online and react to 2 videos, 3 videos. He might talk about the biggest event in Final Fantasy, react to this alpha male controversy video thing, and then he'll get on and play World of Warcraft for 2 hours, and he might do a final, conversational thing at the end. Those 5 sections to a stream, I don't do so big. I do Genshin Impact stream.
Don't we have a job to do?
Genshin Impact stream, 2.5 hours solid. Or on YouTube, what I might do, Ganji Kid here, look, is I might do, let's say, for example, this week we've done Is Space Fake? So I don't want to talk about all different stuff for 5 hours there. I just do the hour and a half of Is Space Fake. 3 hours of Is Space Fake. And then I cut, end, bye-bye. And then when it goes up on YouTube, it's a nice clean video. I don't have to edit that now, do I? Because that's one chunk of His Space Fake. But what Asmongold does is 8 hours of stream and someone else cuts it up. So he would have his Is Space Fake video here, but it would only be part of an 8-hour stream, and it's just somebody else has cut it up into all these other videos, yeah? So these are sometimes over an hour long, sometimes they can just be 15 minutes long. So anything between 15 minutes, an hour, 2 hours even, if it's a chunk of your stream, and it makes sense as a cohesive little chunk, then it's going on there is this channel. This channel's really popular, in fact probably more popular than the stream. I watch this, so there you go. That's something worth thinking about, because now going back to what I'm saying, it does take me some time. I'm doing everything myself, working with me, so I'm gonna have to edit this myself. But what we did yesterday on stream here on Twitch isn't up on my YouTube channel yet, because I'm a Twitch affiliate. I have to, where's my channel? Thank you. Because I'm a Twitch affiliate, there's me talking now, right now, because I'm a Twitch affiliate. I keep saying it, I'm a Twitch affiliate of Chuffers. If you have a look on my videos, where's my videos? See, I can't even navigate Twitch myself. It usually comes up in my videos, but it's because I'm streaming live.
And live each day to the fullest.
It's not showing my videos, but
That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
thanks. Where are my videos? There you go. Look, the videos are underneath. Twitch isn't so good for finding your content on, but people who watch Twitch consistently watch my Genshin Impact streams offline on Twitch. So if you go to my videos, yesterday's stream, 5.5 hours, getting on for an Asmongold length of stream, that is, 5.5 hours. Genshin Impact, 37 views after the fact on Twitch. If you want to see it on YouTube, it will eventually be there, but it takes... I'm not allowed, because I am a affiliate, I'm not
Don't
allowed...
we have a job to do?
Shut up, Lisa. I'm not allowed to upload or stream the same thing within 24 hours. What I'm saying is I can't be live on Twitch now and also have it live on YouTube double bubble. I have to wait 24 hours once this is finished, and then it can go live on YouTube. You'll see it a day late. Yeah? That's the rules. So I adhere to those rules. But with Genshin Impact, we've got really behind anyway, because I don't want to upload. I don't want to make this channel completely full of Genshin Impact. Like, I want to make it a variety channel. It is a variety channel. So you've got Is Space Fake, Words on Stream, interactive charity game, Boris Out. We played a bit of Fall Guys. We did Prison Life Simulator 2022, and there's a Genshin Impact one. And so the next one, do I want it Genshin Impact again, and then 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 this one's about Tartaria, and then this one's about...
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
Right, I've had enough of her saying that now. Do you know what? Sometimes those things really annoy me, but I do like the sound in the background. So for that reason, I will get... you will get to see all of the Genshin Impact uploads on YouTube eventually. If you're watching this on YouTube, everything in its time. Sort of every couple of days, every 2 or 3 days, a new Genshin Impact video appears, and it's a little bit behind the Twitch stream, but the full playlist is here, and it is a full playlist. Every episode there, really building up full playlist, so that's great. I'm happy with that. So yesterday on stream, we did this 5-hour stream, and during that stream, instead of sticking to what I normally do on Genshin Impact, like today, like now, I'm already doing a diversion. Hello, Capital K, thank you for the sub bomb yesterday. I want to say that again. You always make clips. I don't say this other thing, right? This is another point. I haven't even checked my clips. I said I'm going to get the clips and put them up on YouTube, but I don't, like, here I am in my own videos section, not knowing how to find my own clips. There's clips, look. Oh, there is clips. Look, you've made clips. Right, I see. Okay. But then I got to learn how to get that off there onto YouTube. That's a different story. Anyway, the clips exist, but what we did yesterday, 5-hour stream, I let us do a diversion or two. I let us get diverted. Usually on YouTube, we go tangent after tangent. But here on Twitch, I try and keep it Genshin Impact if we're streaming Genshin Impact, don't I? But yesterday, we did we had a right old tangent. Yesterday, 5-hour stream and a right old tangent. So what I've done, which is good, it was good actually, because today now, before I've come on stream today, I've been hard at work. Go to these channels again, Ganji Cuts. Instead of doing an extensive edit... I've now, instead of doing, I don't like Kaya extensive edit or Karen's Conspiracy School extensive edit, lots of cuts, lots of J cuts, cutting out this, cutting out that, making it really punchy. Instead of doing that, I've just cut out the bit where we went on a tangent. From here we started going on a tangent to here we went back to Genshin Impact. There you go, 15 minutes. Ganji reacts to Danny Dyer. Who do you think you are? That's a video there. And, do you remember we talked about those cards yesterday? We talked about women's empowerment cards and they had pictures of dicks on. That's a little cut. I haven't had to do hard editing. I haven't had to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and say, oh, right, I'm typing on the keyboard here. Get rid of that. That's boring. J-cut it, make it really punchy. No, I'm not trying to go full Jake Paul. I haven't got someone editing for me. So it's all about, for me, it's all about a time balance, work balance, time balance. I want to be streaming as much as possible. The more I stream, the more I make content. The more content I make, the more there is to edit. And I want these other channels to help contribute to the growth of the main concept. So now I've got it. I figured it. I'm going to stop doing those complicated edits for just any old shit. And I'm going to start doing this Asmongold style, cut a little chunk of the stream, bop it up on there. But you'll get it. Quicker look. That's yesterday's Ganji Reacts to Danny Dyer. If you want to see what we did, if you want to watch this on YouTube, what we're doing right now, you'll have to wait till next week because I don't upload weekend streams of Genshin Impact till a bit later. So there's a good point to make here. Ganji Cuts now. Some people will see these videos and think, oh, I haven't seen him doing that. I watched the YouTube stream, but I haven't seen him doing that. Yeah, because I did it on Twitch yesterday. Boom. So yesterday's, you know what I'm like. Capital K obviously does know what I'm like. I've done so many diversions. Yesterday's stream, I've already cut 5 videos out of it. And if I do 1 video a day, that's 5 videos. And then at the end of the week, that yesterday's stream will be up on YouTube. so it'll all play in together. It's if I can maintain it's a lot of work for me still, you know, and I have to say to myself, am I going to have a weekend off, or am I going to work through the weekends? Well, from now on, I want to do an edit on do a big long stream, and then chop a few chunks out of it. I want to get that editing back in my schedule. So there you go. It's started up again. Ganji Cuts. New video every day. Me chuffing. The stuff you're already watching on stream. I don't have to preach to the choir here. But, you know, hopefully that will help our discovery. So I've started that up again. But I'm going to do it really straightforward. Chop chunks out, drop them in like Asmongold TV. I'm not going to worry as much about doing a really... not going to worry as much about doing a strong, you know, what I'd call a professional edit, proper edit. Not going to worry as much. And so that's happening here. And of course, I did think to myself, what about all the proper professional edits? What if I do want to do a professional edit? What if I do want, well, we've still got this channel, Battery Exhausted. I'm yet to resurrect it properly. I ended up uploading all our stream stuff here as well, making it a bit of a mess. And this channel used to be proper edits of vegan things, proper video essays. So this channel can go back to being video essays and proper edits. I will clean it up and tidy it up in due time. And this channel is already monetized, so that's good. So my good edits can get monetized straight off. So that's what Battery Exhausted will become. Ganji Cuts, good edits. Ganji Cuts, still worth being, like, these aren't going to be shit. These are just going to be more of the chunks cut out of the stream. That makes sense for discovery. My little reacts, my 15-minute diversions, my tangents, they're all going there. And then we've still got Ganji Arts for when we do a review. We've still got Mental Health Monday, True by Norn ASMR Lighthorse, Ganji Clips, and Battery Exhausted now will make sense as part of the family, won't it? Because it will include my actual edits, which don't really seem to have a home on Ganji Cuts if it's just going to be stream chops. So that all makes sense. One of the channel to put in here now will be Ganji 4 AM breaks, and that will come in due time as well. And then Ganji raps, maybe Ganji bars, put all my rapping on another channel. So that's just a little diversion to tell you about yesterday. We were diversioning, we were tangenting, we were off on a right tangent yesterday at times, and I'm pleased with it. It means that I can create those. I've got a more clear, I feel I've got a more clear vision of how the content can exist in these different forms, and how I can make it easy on myself, but still do good quality work, still do edits that are worth watching, not just, when I say they're just chopped out, you know, I've chopped the bit that you want to start at to the bit you want to end at. I'm not just chopping any old chunk and bombing it on there. That's not the point. But, you know, I haven't gone as hard as to say, oh, here I'm drinking my can of drink, so I just edit that out. And here I'm doing, I would be quite hard on myself on an edit usually. But if I take a sip of the drink, I don't have to worry, just let it roll. You know, it's a 15-minute. I've said it now. I've said it. I've said it now. Shut up, Amazon Gold. Asmongold. Shut up, you. Shut up, me. 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 Yeah, you. Shut up, you. Me. Me. You. Me. Me. You don't mean me. I mean me. Me. You don't mean me. You don't mean me. I mean me. You. Me. Me. You don't mean me. I couldn't. Not me. I mean me. You. Me. You. Me. Who? You don't me. I couldn't. What about not me? Yeah. Me. You. Me. You. You. Me. Who? You don't me. I couldn't. Me. What about not me? Yeah. Me. You. Me. You. You. Me. How can I? You don't me. I couldn't. What about not me? Yeah. Me. If it's you, me, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, me, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, me, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, me, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, me, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, me, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah. If it's you, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? Yeah, me. If it's you, how can I? You, me, I couldn't. What about me? I've been Alright. just glitching. Just having a bit of a glitch. It's hot here today, you see, it's hot here today in the UK. So, yes, it's chaos. What's the 4 AM channel going to be? Oh, I gotta go back, I gotta go back. 4 AM breaks. You know, this sort of music. It's basically drum and bass, liquid drum and bass that I know and love. You know, I'm well engaged with that. I understand that. It seems to be making a bit of a resurrection comeback on this channel, 4 AM breaks. And I make my own, don't I? Remember, we make our own tunes. So I'm going to make my own Ganja Kid 4 AM breaks channel. Just put all my music up on there. Cross my fingers and hope to die. Hope to have success. So we've got, you know, because I've got all our tracks, haven't I? We've got our tracks. Got my tracks. Yo, DJ. I've got my tracks. While we're doing the diversion, I might as well just. This is. I don't know if this sounds good anymore. I don't know. I can't decide in my own brain anymore. And it's not a 4 AM break, I'll tell you that. It's definitely not a 4 AM break. But, you know, we've been making these tunes on Reason. We're going to do it on stream more. And, you know, it's one of the things that we do as variety. And it's got to live somewhere. So I'm going to make a few albums and bang them out on Ganji 4 AM breaks and see if it, like, you know, YouTube logarithms itself all the way up to the top. It won't. It's just I need to get it out there. I can't sit on all this material just on my hard drives. Might as well exist on the internet. So, yeah, that's something else we're going to be doing. You all know me, still the same old G, but I've been low-key, hated on by most of these Gs with no cheese, no snowmobiles, and something else. I don't even need a snowmobile. I'm not jealous of your snowmobile. It doesn't even snow where I live, frankly, so what am I going to be doing with a snowmobile? I'd have to sell it. Keep it in the shed for a bit, then sell it. Did I forget what I'm doing? Killing that dude. He nearly got away then. Just sitting there picking some daisies. Push the little daisies and make them come up. Push the little daisies and make them come up.
You can't run.
You can't run when you're frozen. Solid.
Get them. You're toast.
Oh, you big violent chuffer.
Lights out. Yeah, no, my sword.
Something I realised, because we've got one of these.
You can't run.
We've got to kill one of these for a challenge in 40 seconds. We only get 40 seconds to do him.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Yeah.
Gotta dash.
And obviously this is taking me more than 40 seconds, isn't it? Look. Ah. But, just a damaged mask, not even a proper mask, you fucking cheeky chuffer. But, that took me more than 40 seconds, but he's got a Geo shield, and I was thinking I need to put all my Geo characters on, smash his Geo shield off, and then smash his nuts in. But, it could be that you use elemental damage to evade the Geo shield. Don't even worry about your physical damage, just use your elements, and go hard on the elements and do him. That might be the key. That might be the key.
Time to act.
Don't know if earlier,
My sword.
part of me
Body
is
and-
thinking, right? Part of me is thinking that it's possible that what I did earlier when I had all that repeating sound going on, it's possible that that was like, you know when they do those, you know when they're on the stage and they go like boom, ba-ch, ba-doom, ch, boom, ba-ch, ba-doom, ch, and then they press the button and it keeps going boom, ba-ch, ba-doom, ch, and then they get the guitar and they go boom, ticka-wicka-down, pa-pa, boom, ba-ticka-down, pa-pa, and then that's going down, ba-ticka-down, ba-ch, and then he goes like ooh, ooh, and then it goes like and it's like backing vocals all of a sudden, and then they're singing and playing the guitar and doing the whole thing, and it's like, wow, you came up with all that live on stage. You should have just used records, because it's basically you just recorded a loop on stage like they're doing. That's what you would do in a studio. You've just done a live recording studio version, and it's not as good. It's not quite in sync. It's not quite exactly. But you'd have been better off just using backing artists or a backing track. Anyway, look, did a live backing track, and then you played it. Anyway, what I did earlier with that repeating thing, it could have been that, couldn't it? That repeating sound then, it could have, I don't know, I can't be sure. I mean, I wasn't listening properly. It could have been that. It might, probably isn't. If I don't hurry up, we're not going to get the story done today, because I want to watch the boxing later. And I'm already giving you my sweet boxing time, because I'm not watching any of the undercards. So, ooh,
And away I go.
Punishment.
you're all gonna need killing.
Red outlines your fate. Let me.
Bubba, get them. Eat this.
And it shouldn't be a problem to little old me. Bit handy with the old killing sticks, I am. Bit handy with the old killing sticks, you see. Everyone's been murdered to death. They're all done. They're all dead. No one needs to hear about your chuffing going on now that you're dead. That'll be. They should write that on my gravestone. No one needs to hear your chuffing going on now that you're dead. And then underneath, I'll put a link to my YouTube. Ha! You can, when I'm gone, you'll still be listening to me chuff my mouth off. He's chuffing his mouth off. He's running his mouth, chuffing his mouth off again. Is he? Right. I'll see to that. Right. You know when your parents say right. You know when your parents say right, and you think, oh, that doesn't sound good, does it? Like, I think they might be cross there. What am I doing? I'm just messing about. Have we done everything? It's just that one that I said I'd need to charge my specials for, and I just used all my specials up. You used all your specials up. Why, you're some kind of idiot. You've used all your specials up. Yeah, alright. Alright, don't rub it in. You have to find someone to have a fight with now. I mean, usually there's people everywhere that want their heads kicking in, but for some reason, not right now. You're a little foxy,
Body and mind.
squirrel thing. I tell you what, I did some running around yesterday after stream. Even after stream, I still came on and did a little bit. No, was that? Am I tripping? Was that yesterday? Or was it the day? I think
You
I can't remember when it was now because my brain. But I said to myself, look, I won't have my camera on. Wait, I'm trying to charge up a special. Hang on.
Judgment.
That'll do. And then let's try and get hers going as well, because you never know which one it'll be. Alright, you.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Where's he gone now?
Race you.
Chuffing messing me about.
Bubba, get them.
Okay, thank you very much. I didn't manage to charge up her special, but it don't matter. We'll go and see what's going on. So I said to myself, I won't need. It's kind of. I've got the camera on now, so I said I won't need the camera on. I'm only doing a little bit of running around, gathering up some. What was it? Was it? It might have been Valberries. Just collecting Valberries, for example, and chuffing. I came along and I saw a white fox, a little white foxy that you get in the game, the little phoenix. I saw one of them and a little red fox, and they were having a little kiss on one of these rocks. They were stood nose to nose having a little kiss on one of the rocks. I thought, oh my god, I've never seen that in the game. I'll take a photo. And I hadn't got my camera on and I wasn't streaming. And I was like, oh, you fucking chuffer. I said that I wouldn't have to and now I do. So, them's the brakes. She might need a wee. I don't know what she's doing in this. She might need a wee. You alright there, love? Yeah? Are you going for a wee? No. No, I'm coming out now. In a minute. When I've just finished my, Anyway, look. Let's go and see what this chuffer wants from us now. She's always asking me questions, this chuffer. She won't leave it alone. Oosh. Just dropping in. What a headache. What am I supposed to do about this? What are you up to? Practicing for the nights. Tryouts. But she's nowhere as powerful as Jean. Oh, it's this one. She loves Jean. I think it's better for me to focus on technique. How do I break all the wooden dummies in one fell swoop? Use one of these specials, mate. I'll do it. Deal with one side and drop a bomb to deal with the other side.
Huh.
Sounds like an Amber thing.
Training dummies at once.
Sounds like an Amber thing, doesn't it? Is it this and them? I mean, at once. Is it this and them? In 2 seconds. 2 seconds ain't long, but, you know, I can...
Jean's sword biting is so much more.
If I had her special, I'd just... They'd all go, wouldn't they? I think we do this.
Shiver! Shame. Didn't manage... How can I smash all these training dummies?
Nope.
Shame. How can I smash all these training...
But he did all them apart from these two. Oh, I didn't need to do this one. I didn't need to do this one. I thought I needed to do this one. I didn't need to. Alright. In that case.
I can't do it.
Let's have another pop. Because I think I could just roll through them with Sayaka. I wonder if it'll take 2 seconds to just roll that way.
So that's how to do it.
Nailed it. She's partially voice acted. It's a bit weird, isn't it? She's partially voice acted. And is that everything? Commission's done, right. Let's go and get me lovely primos. Get me primos and put them in my pocket. Rub them on my face. Oh, I'm having a bath in all my primos. Oh. Can't come out tonight. I'm doing my primos.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Thank you for completing.
There we go.
Ad
Ad Astra
Astra
Abyssosk. They should put that on a pair of socks and then they can be your Ad Astra Abyssos socks. Have you seen my Ad Astra Abyssos sock? Have you seen my Ad Astra Abyssos socks? No, where, did you leave them in the wash? Maybe the dogs had them. Have you seen my Ad Astra Abyssos socks? Where are my Ad Astra Abyssos socks? I need them. I'm going on the Adventurers Guild tonight and I need my Ad Astra Abyssos socks. Did you wash them? Did you leave them in the wash? Because if they're dirty, you don't want to be wearing dirty socks on. You'll get. Where's my Ad Astra Abyssos socks? Where's my socks? There we go. Done that. Done that. Let's start story time. Let's start story time. Have we got any other quests that need, you know, taking precedence? Nah, let's get a story going. Let's get ourselves a cheeky story going. World quests. Is it just world quests? No, there's story quests. Still got 2 of them, you see. Still got 2 of them. Right. It's either Catherine has got a new commission for me and Paimon, or 3 secretaries who originally worked at the J Chamber have appeared at Yu Ying Terrace. So that one's quite posh. Might do that one. I don't know how long they're going to take. This is Act 2 of this one. So maybe we go and have a look at that. I don't know. We choose one of them, 50-50. But one other point that just come in my head now. It's popped immediately out of my head. I don't know what it was. I can't tell you what it was. Popped in my head, then it popped out of my head. Something else I was going to do on Genshin Impact. Quests. Doing this. Right, I'm doing this one. Head to the dock. Fucking miles away. It's in leeway. There was really something else I was going to put on the list of things like, you know, dumb things. Oh, I nearly fell in again then. Dumb things to do today, but I can't remember what it is again. Weird that. Sweet tiger shirt. Thank you. The tiger shirt. That's the second person who's on the internet has commented on they like the tiger shirt. It's only a cheap, you know, we're on lockdown and you couldn't go out, because usually I like to buy my clothes from charity shops, because I'm only going to ruin them anyway. She's snoring now, she's bored of me talking. Usually I like to go to charity shops, but when we're on lockdown I couldn't, so this one come off Amazon. It's called Tokyo Laundry. It's nice t-shirt. Oh look, forget you, Uncle Di, I'm having that. That's my mushroom pizza. The way I think of it is it's like a piece of pineapple off a pizza made into a donut. Don't know why I said mushrooms, because Hawaiian pizza's got mushrooms on. Right, anyway, Uncle Di, what are you doing?
Hey, are you Uncle Di?
He's got your name written above his head, you fuck ass.
I am indeed. Ah, now then. You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
Our reputation precedes us, plus he's expecting us, Paimon. Just ask him all the wrong questions today. I'm on nerves straight away, Paimon.
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
Yeah, by the clothes on your back and you look on your face. Look, that's rude.
Right again. You're pretty perceptive.
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Di can see what you're made of from a long way off.
I don't like the cut of his jib.
Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo! That's why we're here. Now there's someone else taking a cut?
I can't remember what it is we're up to. So, this is a story quest like we were doing yesterday. It could go anywhere, and it could be we're down in a dungeon kicking some ass, or it could be we're going around having a chat. So,
well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else.
Paimon's leading the conversation for us. Charity shops are my favourite place to get clothes. Things like shoes or electronics, where someone reliability, I stay away from them. But you can find so many clothes that aren't available in normal stores. Yeah, totally. It's slightly different in America. I think they've got like Goodwill, I think they call it. I don't know if it's the same system. Maybe it's different. But in the UK, it's a bit like because how am I going to say this? Basically, in my town, there are probably some quite rich people, and they don't mind throwing out the odd Versace shirt or Ralph Lauren trouser suit or something. And like, you know, you're going through these things and you go, "Ooh, look at that one! That one's a fucking." It's like being at TK Maxx, isn't it? At TK Maxx, you're like, "Oh, that one's a Ralph Lauren," but it is like really tight and purple. But I mean, it is Ralph Lauren. Like, it's a bit like that when you're doing the charity shops. But also, I just like the concept. Like, I've got some items of clothing that I would never have dreamed of buying if it was full price in a shop. Now, I can't spend 30 quid on something I'm not going to wear, but because it was like £2.50 from a charity shop, yeah, absolutely, put that in the bag, and then I've got myself a nice tweed cardigan or something that I don't know what, but I absolutely enjoy it. It's more enjoyable than going to a normal shop, because you get like, it's like the excitement of finding things. And you, like you say about clothes that aren't available in normal stores, you get such a variety of different stuff, and you get some treasures, and yeah, it's really good. Shoes, I don't like. I agree with you there. It's not so much reliability. It's I don't want to put my feet in someone else's shoes. I don't mind doing it metaphorically, having to think about how other people live, but actually, literally wearing someone else's sweaty shoes, no, stay away from me. And electronics, I don't know if they do a lot in our local charity shops are much more focused on the clothes. And maybe the books as well. Books and games and things like that. Kids' games. But we do have, I'm just thinking about it, we got the tip shop. At the tip shop. And I go there to throw my rubbish away. But I end up spending £5 on someone else's rubbish. And I buy some, I buy electrical guitars. I bought an amp that was pretty broken and is still pretty broken. But, you know, things like that, I can't, it's an electric guitar, it's only a tenner. Yeah, but you've already got an electric guitar, and that was from the tip, and it doesn't work very well. Yeah, but that one's a tenner. Like, the shoes always have something slightly wrong with them. Like they could squish your toes on one side. Yeah, I'd stay away from anyone that's decided these shoes are so not for me that I'm going to donate them to the charity. I mean, they've been and bought them, they've worn them. Yeah, but it is always a joy. And then there's that one final aspect of it, which is sometimes I wonder if I'm wearing dead people's clothes and if they're going to haunt me. Ooh, I don't like you wearing my jacket like that. You should iron that. I used to keep that in good nick, mate.
Do you think we're not up to the job?
Ooh, ooh, this looks better with a plaid shirt. Ooh, ooh, the receipt's on the inner pocket if you want to take it back to Rackham's. Ooh. Stop wearing my shoes. Ah! Could you imagine if when you buy clothes from charity shops, they come with a curse? Like, you know, they come cursed with the people who used to wear them follow you around now. Anyway, that's not going to be a selling point. Steady, Paimon.
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine, and it's a little out of the ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly.
He's not going to have Shito come out again, is he? There's a bloke on this game called Shito, and he's the one that does all the ore, and he's a right chuffer.
Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance.
It's either Shitu, or it could be Zhongli.
I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
If it's Shitu, then I'm going to be cross.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Paimon, why is she so rude to everyone? Be like Diablo in real life, cursed armor, yeah. Actually, it's kind of like that's it. Oh, we could do a YouTube. That's like good idea there. Good idea. You can do it. It's your idea. I should let you have it. But you know, these ideas, they just go in the air, and then when I say them on the internet, anyone can do them. But you could do a video like Diablo, like you know, you basically on green screen in Diablo, but it's a charity shop, and all the this I can't get it in my head quite how we cross these two things. But I'm in a charity shop. The charity items are Diablo armor, and like you're going through it, and you find yourself a vest with like +2 speed, and then you try it on, and then you're going through everything else quicker. that would be a huge selling point if charity shops could, you know, if charity shops could just bless the items with buffs. Then that would be even better, wouldn't it? You'd be in there finding legendary pairs of boots. You wouldn't wear them, someone else's boots. In fact, now that I think about it, in World of Warcraft and Diablo and these places, I'm always wearing other people's clothes that I found in an old chest. Oh, where did you get that from? That looks nice. That suits you. Yeah, I was out the other day in the spider's lair. The lair of this giant spider. Some dead fucker had left all their stuff in a chest. And I've had them. They've been in there. They're a bit mossy. But they look... Once you scrape the moss off... And once you... There was a rat in that one having babies. But once you've scraped the moss off and dug out the rat nest, they're actually quite comfy. Why are you so swift to put on all these things you just find in the dungeons? Oh, a monster had that in its tummy. I've killed it, and there it is lying on the floor. It must have had that in its tummy or something. Oh, I'll put that on. That's a nice hat for me.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours.
So you must be talking about either Shito or Zhongli? Perfect. I was planning to ask him a few questions.
Haha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. We'll go fetch him. Paimon bets Zhongli is listening to the storyteller.
It is
Let's
Zhongli.
head over.
Oh, this was the other thing I wanted to say. I've just remembered. So in these story quests, these are the story quests. You unlock your story quests. We're on one right now. You have to unlock them. In order to unlock them, you get these keys. I've got 3 keys. You can only carry 3 keys. Complete 8 daily commissions to receive a key. I've completed 8, but I can't claim my keys because I've got a maximum number of keys. I can't spend my keys because I haven't completed the story quests that are pertinent to the characters that allow you to... so really we should be doing story quests, we shouldn't be doing story quests, we should be doing main quests, but we're going to complete these. I'm going to forfeit a few keys, doesn't matter. Don't worry. It's Zhongli. But before we go to see Zhongli, I want to just introduce you to Shito, because I've been going on about him now for ages. Doesn't seem fair. Doesn't seem fair to me to talk about the man behind his back, but not give him an introduction. Here he is, look. What's he doing? Yes, his name is Shitu. I didn't make it up. His name is Shitu. Shitu. You there, you're looking radiant. It must be your lucky day. Do you want to try your luck betting on Jade? He's here to get you into gambling. But look, do you have anything for sale besides uncut rocks? Or raw stone? Look, he sells jade. He sells iron. Why? Because he's a specialist. Every damn quest about this core lapis and this jade that we've been on, we've had to come and deal with this chuffer. He's here running a gambling game where you cut these rocks and, you know, there could be a good rock inside. Oh, you've won some money. Oh, he's the one. He's the rock monster. He's literally got a shop that's basically just all rocks. If you want rock business, this is your man. No, we want Zhongli. We want Zhongli. Get out of there. Fucking hell, fell in. I didn't. I ran in by mistake, deliberately. Deliberately by mistake. But yeah, so I've that's what. Look for Zhongli. I'm here in the quest area. I'm here. Oh, there he is. Look. Look there. Oh.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhongli is Rex Lapis. For the uninitiated, this game, man, all the gods. It's kind of hard to. Like, I should be able to explain it in one simple sentence. Every area has its own Archon god, and the Archon gods don't just live up in the sky and, confuse you with their words thousands of years ago that you have to try and make do with today. No, their gods come back to Earth as giant beasts, or more commonly, human beings, and they walk around being themselves. And Zhongli is Rex Lapis. He is the god, but he got so fed up of being the god of this town and this area. He got so fed up after 3,000 years. He said, "Fuck this! I'm taking retirement now."
Zhongli, there you are!
He no longer does any business being a god. He just fucking hangs out and messes about.
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
And the irony is that nobody in town knows that he's actually their god, but quite a lot of them have quite a lot of their thoughts connected and worked. Like, some of them are even, nuns and shit in this game. And the nun, in one of the other story quests, the nun met the Archon god. It was in a different city, so it was a different god, and we kept it under our hats. We were like, don't tell her that this is God. But she'd have had a right, that would have been one of the best days for her. She'd have put that in her diary. Met God. Tick box ticked. Bucket list, box ticked. Met God. She could have said, do I still need to wear this hat? Is it alright if I go and have a bit of, because I've been keeping off that? And God could have said, look, I don't really care what you get up to. And she's like, oh really? 40 years of my life down the pan. Anyway, thanks. Glad we had this out. I'm off down the pub. Like, she could have had that. She could have had an epiphany. But no, we kept it under our hats. Don't tell her she's meeting God.
Oh, no. We're here for you. Do you have time?
Something I'm rarely short of.
We've got a special task.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
Which sounds interesting and fun.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Uncle Dai's daddy. He's got big arms, hasn't he? He's got big arms.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Teyvat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Teyvat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
Paimon? This is like a Paimon quest for some reason. It's supposed to be a Zhongli story quest, but really we're seeing more into Paimon's psyche than anyone else's. And we never get any backstory on Paimon. We are still yet to understand why the floating, the little halo, the cloak of universal portal, and the funny trousers.
I see. Well then, it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning.
It's quite calming.
New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms.
Isn't it the way he talks?
Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor.
Yeah.
If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
Sorry, what was the last bit? I forgot I was supposed to be listening to you, fuck ass. Right, you keep going on.
Stop being so modest, Young Lee.
Come on, Zhong Li.
Well, we got him. Let's head back to Uncle Dai.
Yeah, good, right, good. I don't see. If it's all this talking, I'm not down with it. But if he's like, oh, and then we're going to have to go and get some rocks out of this dungeon, and incidentally I need someone to kick some ass, I'll be like, right there. But if it's going to be like, oh, talking about the consequence of time and rock and what it means to... And I keep having to run back and forth between the two and share the messages. Here we are, Uncle Dai, Big Daddy Dai.
Uncle Dai, we're back.
Oh, and this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert is, but he's got nothing on our guy.
Because our guy's literally the former god.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Paimon's a god, you think? An actual god? I wonder, like... It was said possibly that the... now I'm taking Genshin Impact 100% seriously. More serious than I take any other thing in my life all of a sudden. Yes, stroking his peers. I wonder if... They did say that if you've got a vision, then you can ascend to godhood. You can become, like, divine. She doesn't appear to have a vision, but I wonder, like, maybe she's childlike as well, and she's got that one sock pulled up and one sock down, like Venti had. I wonder if she might be the progeny of two gods. I wonder if you can get a god pregnant. I don't know. It's not explained, is it? You think she's a god. I think at some point it will come clear, but why hasn't she explained herself as being a god if she is? Maybe she's so much a god. You know, maybe she's so... like, she's guiding all the stories, isn't she? She's guiding our hand. She's like, you know, all this time she's been calling... Like, you think of her as being an innocent little, you know, just helping out. But actually, she's, you know, in there at every turn, making sure things happen the way she wants them. So maybe she does have a... You know, maybe she's not as naive as she makes out. Certainly, I hope we find out, because it is baffling me.
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my guy gets here. Then we'll see.
And also, it doesn't baffle them. Uncle Dai's like, yeah, hi, Paimon. Anyway, so... And like, well, what? Like, if I met Paimon for the first time, I wouldn't shut up about it. You're floating. How is that? Can I wear your cape? What's that on your head? Like, you know, it wouldn't... Nobody else seems worried.
It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
There we go. It's shit. No, it's not Shitu. So Shitu's running his rock store, and these two are both better at rocks than Shitu.
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kunjun.
Kunjun, meet Zhongli. I'm sure you're both going to have a... You're going to hit it off.
Young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman...
Huh? Oh... It didn't sit. I thought they would have a, you know, something in common. They're both into rocks. It's like that, isn't it? Do you remember when you were a kid and your mom's like, oh, you know, you and so-and-so have got to go playing, and you're like, oh, do I have to? And they're like, yeah, you both like so-and-so, so you both like the same thing, so you've got something in common. You'd be like, that's not how it works, Mom. I want to go play with so-and-so. These two don't like each other. I thought they would.
Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang Li. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I mean, he's only been around for 3,000 years. You think you might have run into him?
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
No, I'll tell you what's happened here. You've met him at the old... you've met him at the disco when he's on his day off, and he hasn't been wearing his thing. And, you know, you've had a little snog on the dance floor. But, you know, awkward now, isn't it? Awkward now. When you bump into him in day-to-day and you have to be like, I don't know, did I meet you at the, oh, no, oh, I know where I know you from. I mean, probably from the parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhang Li wins, he's the assistant. If Zhang Li loses, never mind, Zhang Li won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
So now it's turned into a row, a very low-key row. Like we're having a contest. Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, you like rocks as well, do you? Oh, I see. Would you like a contest? Yes.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you.
Stop talking the talk talk and start walking the walk.
How do we have a rock contest? What are we going to do? Have a stone off. What are we going to do? You line them up in front of a few rocks and ask them to describe... what?
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over.
Oh, sorry, I just nodded off there for a second while you were just talking rubbish. What you on about, Kunjun? We don't need to hear this. Get on with the quest.
He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions.
Right.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with,
Yes.
Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
Oh my god, they are going to. It's a little bit awkward, this is. Because I know I'm very open-minded and very accepting of all people from all cultures, all walks of life. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. But if we're going to have to start... I mean, when I was a kid, I did have a rock collection. I forgot what I was originally doing here. Did one of these rocks hit him on the head? Yeah, it's possible he's got rocks in his head, isn't it? Or he might have been smoking the... Anyway, look, you can smoke rock. The thing I wanted to say was that it's a little bit like... It makes me feel compelled to be like... I don't mind geology. You know, I'm open-minded. Anything goes on this stream. I'm open-minded, you know, I don't mind geology. But if I have to see it in front of me... If I have to see it done in the street... You know, if they're going to be doing geology in the street... Feel a bit... You know, keep that behind closed doors, lads. Doing geology in the street. People will see. What they do? They've got their rocks out over there. Have they? People will see us. Fucking rock club. Keep that behind closed doors, mate. Each to their own. Do what you like, you know. But rock club. So rules of rock club are you don't talk about rock club. You certainly don't do it out in the street where everyone can see you with your fucking geology geek. It's bad enough having you bring your magic cards out everywhere we go. Isn't it? It's bad enough having that. It's bad enough your Game of Thrones t-shirt. You're not having your rocks as well. I'm not having you playing with your rocks in the street. You can leave them at home. You can leave your rocks. You're not bringing your rocks out. So put that down. You're not taking that home. It's another rock from my collection. It's not a rock for your collection. It's just that one's. You think it's a special pebble. It's not a pebble. It's an old dog poo. Now put it back. Wash your hands. It's not a pebble. It's an old. Anyway, look. That was his part. Glad we got that in.
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
No, it's an old dog poo. Ha! Fooled you. So you think you're expert? You're not.
Ah, a keen eye.
Obviously, in order to fool him, I would have had to carry around an old dog poo in my pocket. But who's winning here? Who's winning here?
It's no ordinary rough gem.
No.
Fragile surface layer.
Yeah.
Black veining.
Black veining.
My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Hello now, see. I know this geology gets a bit saucy. Black veining and high-quality crystal ore inside. What are you going to do? Pop it open and see?
Remarkable. This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano.
Ooh.
I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within.
Right. So you like that rock? That's your favourite.
Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand.
Right. So it's not your favourite. Or is it? I forgot to listen to what you were saying, to be honest.
In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a
the
moon concealed within a mountain,
reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now that's
a rare treasure.
Rare treasure.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes.
He did just see it. He got the rock out and we looked at it.
Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Alright, he's telling us what's inside a rock, yeah.
Everything he said is true.
Yeah.
Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments.
Look, we don't need the chemistry.
Zhongli says so, it must be true.
Yeah, we don't need the chemistry degree for this. We're just going to get on with it.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
This isn't a battle, is it? This isn't a battle. This is a playful flirting, this is. It's not a battle. They're actually happy with each other, I think. I think that's what's happening.
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
And if you'd like to now praise my 30-year-old dog poo...
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today. I hope you will accept my friendship.
See?
Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
So what are we saying? Zhongli's the big expert and you're not? I thought we were having a battle.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all.
Alright, we're all going. So we're all going now. Fucking all going. Head to the mining site. Oh, we got some books. Picking up the books, that's good. We want them. Keep them. Put them in your socks so that no one steals them in case you get mugged. That's why muggers always ask you to take your socks off if they're good muggers. Right, over here. We're over here then. What's the best place to get to this? Probably just from inside the chasm. The chasm! This place is cool as chuff. Man, I hope you accept my friendship. Bugger off. I'll allow it. Even though...
Surely I should be
no, it's fine.
by now.
This is the chasm. This is where they're talking about all this mining stuff. Look at this place. Like, this game goes from strength to strength. And there's a new area coming out soon, in 2 months. But this is one of the areas I'm yet to fully explore. It's one of the later additions to the game. And it's just a giant... Look at this rock formation. It's based on natural... I believe it's supposed to be based on Nepal or, like, somewhere like that. But it's based on real areas, real geography. Inspired by, I should say. Inspired by. Because nothing really looks like this in the world. And it goes down into a deep central spiraling chasm. And then at the bottom you can get in to, like, further inside underground mines. And I've yet to explore all this. It's so cool. So that's where we're at then. Whoa! But actually, we're not in here yet. We're supposed to just be outside, but the teleporter's here, so this is where we've come. Make my escape. Just have that, thank you. People leave all this stuff around in boxes, like... I have to pick it up. There we are. Oh, I think this is supposed to be introducing us to the chasm. Wow, the chasm's really impressive. Right, yeah. It is supposed to be introducing us to the chasm, isn't it? Although I've already been here. And running around having a look myself. And I think I was supposed to approach this from the other side. Halt, the chasm is sealed off. You see? I've buggered this up somehow. Oh no, run! Paimon, come on now. Sorry for scaring you. Of course, I remember you. You're the person that saved my life. I was only recently transferred here. I didn't think I'd meet you here. We saved your life. I was at the Jade Chamber when I fought off the sea monster. Yep, they know me. I'm a big cheese. Tell me a bit about the chasm, except I'm not bothered. Something about... I missed it all. It was just some backstory. We can ask him again another time if you really want to know. I'm supposed to be over here talking to Uncle Dai, but I can see that chuffer over there needs his head kicking in. I heard him saying rude things, so...
Make my escape.
No, my sword!
And the chest!
Nice and spiky.
You can't run!
Oh, we get some good hits in then.
Powerful
The chuffer.
judgment! Rain outlines your fate.
Yeah. Gotta dash.
What are you doing over there, you chuffer?
Out of the frying pan, into the
Don't you want to have a Barney?
What a nuisance. Yeah.
Thank you. That's mine now. They're mine. That's mine now.
A valiant endeavor.
There's 2 of them over there as well. I need the masks. I'll do this and then we'll carry on with the story.
Time to act.
You're toast!
You can't run. Lights.
Come on out!
That's everyone dead. Just climbing up a tree by mistake now, I am. Thank you. And I might as well kill everyone on the way there as well, I suppose. I think you're supposed to, aren't you? Like, these sort of missions, you're supposed to want to be up there, and you're supposed to come up the road. I was supposed... Like, maybe I'm even supposed to have walked up this whole road, you know, and discovered this stuff along the way. Like, you know how in games they give you quests in order so that you end up uncovering the map? Even though it's open world, you can do it in your own... I've already done all this. I've already been over here. Found every little waypoint. But I might as well follow the road up.
No, my sword.
Hello, you cheeky mage.
Ring cutter. Judgment.
Ah!
Shiver.
Gotta dash.
These Mitchurls have got shields. And each shield is different depending on what... Like, his shield is a geo shield. So I really should be smashing it up with this. But I can't be bothered to smash it up with that. So instead, I'll just get him wet. Once he's wet, I can freeze him.
You can't run.
And then I can just beat him up. Shield. Don't mean nothing if he's frozen.
Judgment.
Boba, get them!
You can't run.
They're my masks, that's what I wanted, good. And then through here there's more enemies, look, so obviously I'm supposed to walk up this way, aren't I? I'll have that. There's lots of stuff to collect as well. Lovely stuff to collect. But there's a few cheeky chests hidden around in places as well.
Make my escape.
Let me weave you a verse. Body and mind. Judgment. Time to act.
Lots of nice stuff to collect. There's the person I want to talk to. Just collect all this. I mean, it is their business, isn't it, to be mining this? So maybe they don't like me taking just my little 10% off the top. But on the other hand, I just saved them all from all those monsters. So
Where did my friends disappear to?
he's sad. Just don't mind me. I'm just picking up these iron chunks that you've left lying around. So just, in actual fact, it's health and safety. You've got these carts overloaded, and you can't push overloaded carts. It's part of your union rules, and you know what it's like, the unions, the Sopranos, the unions. So I'm here to ensure union rules, and 10% of all the iron off the top. I just get myself confused. Why does it constantly switch between characters? Oh, that's me. That's me. Yeah, I'm able to switch, but I can't have them all out at once. At first I did think, right, when I first started this game, I thought that was a huge negative. And I said to myself, what I like to do is I like to play as a character that I design, put my own height, build, you know, hair, whatever. Usually it's kind of a version of me, isn't it? Kind of. But I like to design my own character, and then I like to dress them up and do the armor the way I like and get the swords I want, and, you know, that's my character then, isn't it? And I thought... She's yawning. I thought, this is a negative because I have to play as this character. Initially, You play as the Traveller. Mine's called Gravekipper, but the Traveller could be male or female. You can choose that, but that's all you can choose. And your counterpart twin is out there in the world doing the other end of the story, unbeknownst to you, and you're going to meet them later. So it's woven into the story that you are this character. And then you meet Amber, and she joins your crew. And then you meet Lisa, and she joins your crew. You get Noelle, Zhangling, and Kaya, and Barbara are all free with the game. Razor, Sayu, and Rosie I collected. Jinqui I collected separately through the wish system. So I didn't pay any money, free to play. But so initially I thought it was a real negative, and then I've actually started to enjoy it. I get that I thought it would be much better to see all 4 of them at the same time, but I guess it would become unwieldy. And what I actually tend to do is, as you've seen me switching through, I want to get people wet, and then I want to freeze them, because once they're wet I can freeze them, and then I can create an elemental swirl with Sayu, set that on fire, you get these interacting elemental reactions, and so by switching through the characters you get a chance to use different, it's almost like being like juggling. It's kind of like juggling. You're kind of juggling the different characters as you... It brings a totally new element to combat as well.
There's nothing better to do.
Because if you were...
We could go foraging for...
Like in World of Warcraft, you are just the druid, or you are just the warrior, or you are whatever. So you do your role. But in this, I can combine their roles at different times for different utilities. And the way I juggle roles... It's all, obviously it's me doing everything, isn't it? So it's like different skins, but they're not skins. They also come with all the moves. So, and also I thought of it as a negative as well. On Fortnite, I was like, you know, that's my skin. I run around as this character. I don't want to run around as this character now just because I've got it. But actually, like, you get used to your character, your squad, and it's a different thing, but it works. I think it's worked quite well. If you're doing co-op, do other people play as those characters? Yeah. If you're doing co-op, they bring their squad in. I've not done it yet, but you go into their game or they come into yours as their squad. You see one person at a time, but they switch through them, so they could have the same characters as you or different ones. It's quite likely other players will all have different characters.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no...
The wish system is random, isn't it? So, like, you're equally as likely as getting any of these things in the 5-star. Any of these things. Look at all these different characters you could possibly get. So the fact that I've had 3 of the same character is quite unlikely. And the fact that I've done that twice is quite unlikely. But most people will get a reasonable range of these different characters with their free wishes. Most people will, yeah. So it's a different way to do it. It might not be, like, every game doesn't do this, so it might not be to everyone's taste. But I've been doing it now for a while, and at first, like, right, I've got to go up this thing and get that thing. At first, I said I didn't, you know, I want to be me. I don't want to have to keep switching between characters, like I said, but it's actually quite satisfying.
No, my sword.
And because different enemies, like this one is an ice enemy, so I want to get it on fire. So you want to switch between your different... Like, it's a clever way of switching between different skills or techniques for different... You know, changing your utility. Actually, there's a lot more to this that I should mention here. Let me just waste these choppers. Climbing a tree by mistake.
Body and...
Right, there's a couple more things to say about this. Because your skills are on cooldown, being able to switch between characters and effectively switch between cooldowns. So you like pop this cooldown, you go, by the time you get back on the rotation, your cooldown is ready again. That's part of the juggling of the characters. It's quite fun. And I was going to say something else about this, right? About utility and characters. It might just be getting out of my head. It might just be... Oh, there's so many things to say, aren't there? There's so many things to say.
Really, I should be due a growth spurt by now.
There's lots of different ways to put the puzzle together as well. Like, you could have an all ice squad, or you could have ice and electric together, or you could have ice and water together, or you could prefer a fire team. And you don't have to just be a mix like I've got. You could have all fire characters if you're lucky enough to get 4 of them. But it gives you different utilities at different times, and it enables you to juggle between the utilities. You don't have to play one role. There was more I was going to say about it. Maybe it'll come back into my head in a minute. It was something about that rotation and the traditional MMO aspect. The traditional MMO aspect of building... Oh, that was it, building a character, right, brilliant. So, it's almost as if in a traditional MMO, you would build a character. So, I might want somebody, and I might, you know, work up, get myself the XP and work up so I've got this skill. And now I've got this skill, it does that, and that's like my new attack. So she's got that, and she's got her normal attacks, and she's got her charge attacks, and she's also got her big special. But as an MMO player, you would want a few more attacks, you'd want a few more buttons on your rotation. You don't go much further, but instead, you now have a new character with different attacks, and you switch between them. So you're kind of doing that juggling, like I said. In terms of building a character, it's almost like they're pre-built. You're not choosing which way... you know, skill tree this character is going to go on. I'm going to use that attack, and I'm going to make that attack as strong as fucking possible. If I don't want to do that, I'll use a different character. I'll drop him from my squad. You know, if I want a different attack, I'll bring it... Instead of you changing your one character's skill tree, or like we were saying about Diablo, instead of changing the gear on this character and building a character that way, they almost come pre-built, almost, because you can do a bit of building. You can decide what weapons you can enhance and build the weapons. So you enhance the weapons, you can either have attack, or this one's got elemental mastery, and it increases damage against opponents affected by pyro or electro. This sword increases your critical hits by 60%. Critical hits have a 60% chance to generate a small amount of elemental particles. This one's got extra attack and extra attack damage by AoE. So these are all features that you might understand from an ARPG or an MMO. You know, these attack multipliers and statistical, you know, all that stuff. All that stuff's there for your weapons and also your artifacts. Along the way, we keep gathering these things, these trinkets, these artifacts, and each character has got 5 slots. Essentially, they wear a hat. You don't see them on the character, but essentially they wear a hat, they carry a goblet, they've got a sand timepiece, they've got a feather and a flower. And her flower gives you extra HP, attack damage, defense, critical damage by percentage, and HP. I might not want that, I might want different stuff. So what you do is you get a flower, and this one, for example, the Gladiator's Nostalgia, is currently being used by Noel. It's got defense, crit rate, and HP. You enhance that by chucking in all the rubbish, the other trinkets that you got that aren't any good. You enhance it. You auto add things and you enhance it. As you enhance it, when it goes over certain levels, you could roll another cool stat. It could get attack plus critical damage or something. So now you're gambling, you're rolling, essentially, by crossing over those boundaries. I don't know when the next boundary is, so I'm just going to keep doing this a couple of times on this one until we hit a boundary, and it does it for us. No more of those rubbish ones left, but we can start burning some of these blue ones now, because who wants blue hats, eh? You know, no matter how good they are, they're blue, so we're going to start burning, because we're now up to legendary items. So let's do that. Look, see there? I got HP, went up. That's not good. I don't want HP, I want attack. But HP's gone up 10, like, so you'll roll, like, that didn't have to happen. It could have been attack goes up. It's just luck of the draw, isn't it? It's in the same way as you might be rolling for stats on Diablo. You know, when you craft weapons in Diablo, and you can craft legendary art, and like same way as you're rolling for stats, essentially, aren't you? So that becomes your end game. That's part of the end game, is trying to get the best flower with attack on it, or whatever you want on it. You can see the stats have changed now. So that is in there as a feature. Once you've decided on the character that you like, and therefore you're going to want to upgrade their moves, they're not going to change the moves, but this, instead of a normal attack performing like a normal dash doing a certain amount, it does more damage, or it changes it slightly. On Rain Cutter, you get an extra sword on your Rain Cutter, so you level those things up with these materials. That levels your attack damage up. You know, it's all these statistics, all these numbers. People quite like that sort of shit in these sort of games, don't they? They do in Diablo, they do in Warcraft. You know, you want extra percentages. It's all about those extra percentages. And you've got to work all that out on between your talents, your artifacts, which can enhance different aspects of your talents. This, for example, increases your crit rate, but you could be increasing your energy recharge. And the more energy you get, the more times you pop that special. You know, it's all in balance, isn't it? So you work all that out, and the weapon, and that's how you build a character. So baseline, they're built. They've got their moves, they've got their style of weapon and skill set, but you increase the ranking of it and you push it in the direction you want. You might want it to be more power, you might want it to be more critical rate, you might want it to be more energy recharge. You build your character in that way with whatever artifacts you're lucky enough to get and roll on, and with whatever weapons you choose to enhance with these things which you get out of the little dungeons, which means you're grinding dungeons. There's so much to grind and enhance and level up, and do you know what I'm saying? There's so much to do. You sort of never feel like you're done, and you know, this, I haven't finished the game yet. I haven't enhanced anyone to the top level yet, so I don't know what it feels like to get there, but I imagine when you get there, you're still fucking around with these flowers and these timepieces, trying to get one with all attack on it. So, and then your character, you get another new character, and then you get another new character if you're lucky on your wishes, and you've got to go through it all again. So yeah, there's that. But it's interesting, isn't it, when we're talking about the concept of a character, my character, the way you can design it in, it's pre-built, but you can push it in a direction you want to. Your version of Sayu might be really fast on the energy recharge. My version of Sayu might, you know, be able to land an increased area of effect damage. So we can be different, but we are all the same as well in a way. But then your combination, because there's 4 people on your team, that can be different. There's a lot of ways you can tailor things to. I don't think anyone has the same playthrough. I really don't. I don't think anyone has the same team. Not the same. Of course, there's a meta. You can go on the internet and find out what the best team is to have, and just build that the way it says on the internet.
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed.
If you're lucky enough to get the artifacts that they say on the internet are best, but, you know, that's a really interesting thing about this game, isn't it? It's a really interesting thing. And at first I saw it as a negative. I said, I want to be Scotty Hottie in game. I want to have my character, me, running around Genshin Impact world.
Nice and spicy.
Like in Breath of the Wild, I have to be Link, but I think of myself as Ganji Kid, saviour of the Kokiris. Like, I don't think of myself as Link.
Witness the power of Guwa.
Like, when I was running around Skyrim,
I'm out of here.
You can't run.
let's get the special off, please.
Shiver.
There you go.
Gotta dash. Ninjutsu.
When I was running around Skyrim, I don't want you being over the edge, because you'll fall off and then I'll have to jump down there to kill you, and I don't want to be messing about, mate. Freeze you.
Nice and spicy.
Let you do it.
Rain outlines your fate.
Is that all of them? No, some people are still alive. There's one over there, I think. I hope there's not one down there, because somebody might have fallen off down there. Yeah, when I was in Skyrim, I was Ganji, son of the Red Eye. Like, it's always me. This makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to every gamer. It may well do. The sword's probably twice as much to go. It's a bonus every time. No negatives can be rolled. It is a. I saw what you wrote in chat earlier, but I just wanted to field it after I'd said what I was saying. Yeah, the sword is bigger than her, isn't it? And that's cool, isn't it? I like it. I like how big her big club is. and when she wields it, she's moved by the gravity of it. I like it. I've also got other. I'm really lucky because I like swords. If I had my choice, my characters would wield swords, and yes, big sword. Ooh, you like a big claymore? Yeah, there's 3 of those claymore characters I've got. Some people might say that's unlucky because you've got 3 characters with the same weapon, but I liked it, so I feel lucky. She uses the polearm, which I've learned to love, and sword boy, yes, polearm. Some of them have books and like magical crystal things. Yeah, forget it. Bow and arrow, barely tolerable, but Amber, special ops. She's on the book. And I don't use him, so fuck off, Kaya. He's rude. I don't like him, so I haven't bothered to use him. Save my books for other people. Yeah, the weapons are cool though as well. And it's still a bonus every time, right? Yeah, but check this out. Like, it's still a bonus every time, but because you've got, say, I don't know how many different things there are. Critical damage, critical hit rate, HP, defense by percentage, attack as an integer, attack as a percentage, HP as a percentage, 7 to 10, maybe there's a few more things that you can get on it. You obviously have an idea of what you want, and every time you roll something that you don't want, yes, it's an improvement than what it was before. Yes, you've got more HP now, but on this martial artist feather, for example, that last roll I got was HP. I don't want 191 HP, I'll show you for why. You put all this together and it creates this character. Her stats are maximum HP 9,774. 9,000 she's got. She's got nearly 10,000 HP with all things considered. So if I give her another 100 HP, that's like a drop in the ocean. But so that got 191 HP, that's rubbish. But if you increase my crit rate by 5%, that's fucking huge, isn't it? That's 5%. If you increase my attack by 5%, we're talking 5% of 900. So that's massive. Giving me an extra fucking 100 HP, or like, I suppose it could be bigger than the percent, it could be, but maybe you could balance it this way. Maybe you build up the number with the number first, and then the percent works better. Or maybe like you want that extra HP. Maybe that's your kind of build. So yeah, it's a bonus every time, but sometimes you feel like, oh, for fuck's sake, I got this instead of that. Which is kind of how I felt when I got this character twice. When you're lucky enough to get them twice, you can build their constellation. These like extra buffs are only available to you if you get the character twice. Because what do you want with the second character? It's useless to you. Oh, well, it turns into a constellation point then. Yes. But no, that could have been a whole extra character that I had instead of that. So I was lucky enough to get him an extra time. I've had 2 duplicates there. I've had 3 times come out of the thing, so I've got 2 duplicates. 2 parts of the constellation are done. So now the duration of Ice Lance is increased, yes. But I could have had an extra character. Them's the breaks.
Judgment.
I know, Scott, you're repeating yourself. You've told everyone all this stuff. Everyone knows this, yeah. But Roger's here. He's learning. You know, it's valid for me to say everything again. There's someone in this cage. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing this, so I won't let you out yet.
Body and mind.
That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for. I'll have these pairs, they're mine. What I'm here for is up there in that tower. So watch me climb this tower, you. I know it's hot in the cage, but you've been there for longer. You can stay there a bit longer. This is what I'm here for. Oh, don't you chuff me about now. Get me up here. Thank you. Look, in this tower there. Yes. Nice. Right, now we can talk to you. Oh, no, I've got my chest. I'll open my chest first. You'll be alright. You're still in the cage. No one's going to let you out. I mean, no one's going to hurt you.
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor.
Oh, key. A treasure. I thought it would be treasure, but it wasn't. It was a key. So that's rubbish, isn't it? Because if it's a key to more treasure, like, why don't you just put the treasure in there? Alright, I'll let you out. Oh, it's this key. Go on then. Thank you so much. I was truly finished. The group of treasure hoarders have been following me the entire time. They've got you in a cage, love. I'm not even going to ask what's been going on. She's made some progress in research. The treasure hoarders invaded the camp. They're questioning about the treasure. She hasn't told them what you were going to do. I skipped the most important bit by mistake, and I think she's going to tell me where the treasure is. She's disappeared, so collect the treasure, right? This is just a side quest that I've happened to have unlocked, so we're going to put that on the back burner again and carry on with what we're actually doing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's so full of content.
All will be revealed in the next volume?
But
Drat.
this is exactly what happens in Genshin. It's so
Body and
full of
mind.
content that you just find yourself wandering off, finding new quests, when you're supposed to be talking to your Uncle Dai. And I'm supposed to be keeping it concise,
Huge.
because I want to do 3 hours and watch Derek Chisora beat up Kubrat Pulev in a bit.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished.
I'll tell you where they were, mate. They're up that camp because they got a woman in a cage. Honestly, if you're missing some miners and there's a woman in a cage up in the camp up there, they're sniffing around the woman in the cage. That's where they are.
I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
Do you know what I always wondered is why everyone's so desperate to protect miners? You know, they are, aren't they? Like, you know, that R. Kelly got in trouble, didn't he, for having sex with miners? Don't know what he was interested in miners for. Maybe it's the hard hats.
So 4 miners have
But
disappeared.
They take it really seriously if you mess with miners.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
It's turning into a big chat.
Unlikely.
Such a huge mine.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go down. Yeah,
Overground.
We'll
Go on
need
then.
to explore the site
Yeah.
ourselves.
Very well. I'll wait.
let me in the mine.
So
Get me.
strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear?
I know what
Did they run
happens.
away from something?
What's this?
Let's... Over here! What's this?
No. I want to go down the mine, kill a load of enemies, bosses, boss at the end, get my chest. I don't want...
Pile of shirts, some trousers.
No.
A few everyday items.
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. That seems right. 10 shirts, 10 pairs of trousers. These must be spares, right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh,
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
The geologist crew, yeah. It's... they're probably off somewhere getting stoned.
so they didn't take any supplies.
Correct.
Right. Maybe they just forgot them or didn't need them, I'm saying. But no.
Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing.
4 pickaxes.
They had time to take their tools, but
So
not
maybe
their
we'd better get down the fucking mine and have a look for them then,
One,
instead of messing
They were
about up
working
here.
for- or 2. They were forced to leave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you think someone kidnapped them? No.
It's certainly a possibility.
A possibility. They had the pickaxes.
We'll need more.
if they
A
didn't
pickaxe.
leave, maybe they were made to leave.
Yeah. Maybe someone threatened them or beat them up, but kidnapped. They got pickaxe. Look for more clues. Oh, clues? It's fucking Sherlock Holmes round here. I'm
Time to act.
Inspector Gadget. Clues? I don't want to look for clues. I want to go down the mine and kick someone's head in. Look, here's clues. He's taking a piss on that bit of rock. Have you seen this?
Jun, what do you have there?
He's having a waz on the rock. And then he's going to say to Zhongli, oh, have you seen this sheen on this rock? I've never seen anything like this on these crystals. Have you seen this sheen on this rock? And Zhongli's going to come over and say, oh, I've never seen nothing of the sort of these glistening rocks. And he'll creep down and lick his finger and taste like sunsetias. Ah, you've been licking my wee, you fucker. Ah.
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Yeah, perhaps there are clues inside the rock. No.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
No doubt it'll be a long and convoluted explanation.
Let's find out. I'll...
Go on then, you crack it. Smells of piss down there. Fiddling around in his own piss. Polishing it up with his own piss. Oh, here we go. Oh, what? There's a little girl, and then there's a load of people following her. Up to that cage. I don't like this. And he's seen that. He's seen that in the rock. So, I didn't know that was what geology was all about. Zhongli's concerned as well. This doesn't look right.
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
He's some kind of psychic. Some kind of, like, geopsychic.
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine.
We're going to have to hurry up and find out.
Child? What's a child doing in a mine?
She's a miner. It's obvious. What do you mean, what's a child doing in a mine? She's a miner. But I don't know where this is going at all, so we're going to have to find out what's going on pretty sharpish, otherwise people are going to start jumping to the fucking most dodgy conclusions.
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense.
Yeah, I'm not... I need to... Yeah, but you can
Perceive.
perceive.
I've always sensed that ore contains memories.
Rubbish.
Amazing! So you...
It depends on the ore. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger.
Ooh.
Stone seeing.
Stone seeing. Right.
I'm glad I can be of assistance. Based on what I saw, I believe they followed this path.
I bet they did.
This will take us north, away from...
North. Another clue for Uncle Di.
Right. She's writing things down for Uncle Di. I don't think it's... Uncle Di's not come with us. He's not bothered, is he? So... He's only bothered enough to tell us to get on with it, and then... He's not actually that bothered to come with us and do it, so... I'm heading... Where am I heading? Look for more clues. Can't we just go north? Up the stairs, probably. No.
Body and mind.
Got to go over here and ask this chuffer what he's doing. Bravo. Eddie Bravo.
Excuse me, sir. Are you one of the workers here?
I bet he is.
Yes, yeah, I stayed behind. I ended up maybe.
He fell
So
asleep.
the men that perhaps an act...
What if an on-site...
An on-site accident could have occurred.
Found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
He was only over here. Could have shouted him over. Uncle Di.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity.
Yeah.
First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Pedos.
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace.
Zhongli. I don't know if you noticed, you're going on all serious. I just made a good joke there, Zhongli. None of them are, like... They're not laughing. Pedos, Zhongli, who would kidnap miners. Pedos. So...
Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
I don't know if you noticed, Zhongli, I just did a good joke. Why are we still all being so serious? Have I not done a funny?
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break.
And you now, Uncle Di. I just said pedos, didn't you hear me?
Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
This leads me to my third point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his, expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion.
He's gone in the head.
It was a child that took your men away.
Or the men took the child away. I don't know.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion.
Yeah, based
Your
on...
men were following a child.
Our conclusion, based on this guy says he could see it in the rocks, which, to be honest, is a little bit flimsy, isn't it? It's a little bit like, you know... Honestly, officer, he could see it in the rocks.
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north.
Come on, then.
North. Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit.
Do you need help?
You've been invaluable to the
Yes.
investigation.
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
Can't we just go?
You're right. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see
investigate.
in the meantime.
Agreed.
Agreed.
All right.
All right, go on then. Get off, you. Chuff off. Go on. I'll wait for you to walk away.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine.
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunjun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's go find him.
He's probably having some... I imagine he's round the corner having some sort of rock-based sex thing going on. He's got rocks on his head, rocks in his pockets, all rocks on him. The crystals, all the visions going off. Popping off with the rocks. Rubbing himself up against a bit of quartz. Where is he? He's over here. He's not, he's just having a little stand out on a rock. I mean, these are all rocks, aren't they? Isn't it all constantly going off in his head?
Kunjun, what are you searching for?
Ah, apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit.
Dragonfall.
He's looking for Dragonfall.
Dragonfall is often used in forging.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking...
You can't remember.
I've been feeling extremely anxious.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you've forgotten something, but you can't remember exactly what it is.
I don't even know where to start with it. It sounded so familiar.
He's looking for
Perhaps if I can
Dragonfall. All right,
see.
all right.
Really?
Think nothing.
Shouldn't we get going?
Yes.
Heading north from the...
Great, let's have a look.
Okay. Head to Lingju. Head to the pass and investigate. We've just been here.
Time to act.
Let this woman out of the cage. I might have my photo in the cage. Save that one. And then... Not you. No, not you. Yeah, you! You're in the cage. You're in the cage! Look, she's in the cage. Someone let her out. She's in the cage. Little photo op. Flag for everything, rock orgy. It's because rock orgy. It's because I've got
There are tracks
the
here.
moderators. I don't have a Oh, Paimon's discovered some tracks. I don't have I've got no one moderating it, so I put it on automatic moderate, and it does what it wants.
These must have been left by the miners.
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass.
All right.
If there...
Now this, again, it seems like it's supposed to be navigating me across the countryside, and I should really enjoy this had I not already, I've stormed the Lingwei Pass, I've smashed everyone to bits. So I don't need to go there messing about, but all the chests have been had round here. That mage will try and have a go at me. Look, you can see that all the torches are lit. I've done this. I'll smash this chuffer up because I want the masks, but... Oosh!
And away I go.
Did you like that? What do you think of my little move? Did you like it? Oh, no! Oh, that's rude! Right.
Rain
Shouldn't hit little
outlines your
girls.
fate.
So, I'm
Rain cutter.
gonna have to deal with you now.
You can't run.
Yes, yes. See what you get. That's what you get. Just a bit of climbing. Just a bit of climbing now. Slow, gentle climbing, in contrast to the rest of the gameplay. It's a nice climbing sequence here to remind you of Breath of the Wild. And then... I'm not looking for clues, I'm killing this thing, because I don't have that. I'm going to have to kill this thing eventually at some point here, aren't I? So let's just go at it now. I'm not going to be surprised by it.
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Punishment.
As long as it doesn't do the spinning arms, we're alright. Anything except the spinning arms,
Boba, get them.
and we're fine. I apologise for not accepting the world join requests. I'm not quite at that stage in my
Time to act.
feelings. So it's nothing personal. It's just that I want to just run my stream for another couple of hours and then sign off and watch the boxing. So I feel
You can't run.
I feel a bit like anxious about doing co-op on stream, unplanned, so to speak. So sorry about that. Ah, it's smushed.
No, my sword.
Come on out.
This will be you now, won't it? This will be you now, won't it? Finished, won't you? You finished now? God, he's taking quite a spanking.
Judgment.
There's the spinning arms. Right at the end. Cheating me now. Look how much health he's got, the Chuffer. Got him. Through the spinning arms. Didn't even take it. Don't even care. Look at him with the big club. Rah! Put that up. Ah! Heft that away. There you go. Spinning arms. Spreading arms. Spinning arms. Pinning arms. Oh, I thought that was a little flower. It was a lizard. What am I doing then? I'm looking for clues. Oh, there's a clue, isn't it? Should we ask these guys some questions? Excuse me. Excuse us, mate.
There's no end to
I just
this.
need to, I'm looking for a... Hey, what? Oh, he's threw it. Did you throw that at me? Are you being... Are you being, hostile, or can we talk? Because I need to find some clues about... He swung that shovel at me. Ow! That hurt. You're being quite rude now. In a minute, I'm... Right, that really is it. That really takes the biscuit.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness
That
the
really
power
does
to
take the
walk.
biscuit. I've never been treated so rudely in all my life. We've come here, very civil, very polite. We've come here just to ask some questions. Is that your chest?
You're toast.
Is that your chest? So it looks like one I left here earlier. I'm pretty sure. I think it's got my name on it. Oh yeah, definitely it's got my name on it. Look.
Excellent.
Or just went in my pockets there. So I was come here to ask some questions, find some clues. Had to go swinging your weight around, being rude. Now look where it got you. Where are my fucking clues? Oh, there's a chest. Oh, lovely. Don't care about clues. I've got a chest. Where are my clues? There's another one of them chuffing robots, ruin guards. Look for clues in the area. What do you think I'm chuffing doing? Oh wait, maybe I'll do this. That's my elemental sight, and it makes anything elemental light up. But it didn't help me. And it's a very small area on the map. It's this area here. Oh. Boxing co-op later. No, I want to watch boxing. I want to watch the fight on the internet. I'm supposed to say telly, but come on. Who's using a telly these days? I'm going to watch the fight on the internet. And I just, it's... I could try and incorporate it into stream as some kind of watch-along, but I can't broadcast the actual boxing and probably nor the sound of it. I'd get copyright. And I just, I'm not watching the whole show. Just at 10 o'clock, I'm going to knock the stream on the head a little bit early tonight and watch a boxing match. I could be tempted to come back on stream after, but I still haven't downloaded... I haven't got the Xbox plugged in yet still, but everything in all good time.
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
Glad these footprints have been here for 6 days.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find where they went.
Now, there's 2 fights on tonight, I think. Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields. And I want Savannah Marshall to win. And I'm interested in it, but it's not the be-all and end-all. And then it's also Kubrat Pulev versus Derek Chisora. I'm quite interested in it. I hope Derek Chisora does another Takam. I hope he clarts him out early. And I worry that there's some interesting body language been going on in the lead-up. Derek Chisora's been grabbing hold of Pulev in the head-to-heads, like holding on to him and saying some kind of strange things to him in the head-to-heads, but I think it's because he doesn't want Pulev to grab hold of him all the time and spoil the fight. I think that might be what happens. It's Pulev's best bet for a win anyway, so we'll see. I usually keep up with the boxing, basically. I keep up with it, and I'm quite happy to bring it on stream and talk about it, but there's no way we can sort of... I could do an after party, I could do an after show and talk about it afterwards, but, you know, it's all copyright, isn't it? So you can't just broadcast the boxing. Now I'm just climbing up this thing because this is what I do absent-mindedly. Oh yes, hello. What are you doing down there in my quest area? Sometimes people just need their heads kicking in. But before we do, there's somebody else up here that has been cruising for a bruising. You've been cruising for a bruising.
No, my
And I'm here to deliver said bruising.
Punishment.
Now, this chuffer flies up in the air, so it's hard to deal with.
Judgment.
We will just be attempting to keep it frozen for as long as possible. Rain cutter.
Let me weave you over.
There you go.
You can't run.
And the longer it's frozen, the less it can do. But the minute it gets moving like that, now we're in trouble. We need to get up there and freeze it quick.
Judgment.
There we go. And we've got a good position here where it's near the ground. Ah, I don't like that.
Nice and spicy.
You can't
So
run.
now I'm abandoning the freezing and using my elemental swirls to carry some of that fire. Give it some damage.
Rain.
Vaporize. We should get through here. There we go. But this can sometimes get tricky depending on the geography. We had one that was like, because it thought it was up on one of these, it wouldn't come down to my level, and I was down on the floor. Oh, it was the right chuffer, but that one just needed its knees capping, didn't it? Right, this one. I don't mind just going around killing things, quite enjoy it. Don't have to do the quests, can just do this. What are you doing, you chuffer?
Lights out.
Oh, I got missiled then.
At the frying pan. Yeah.
Don't stamp on her, she's only little.
No, my sword.
Judgment. Gotta dash. Make my escape.
Ah,
You can't run. Shiver.
Nice and spicy. Come on out.
oh, that was...
Hey.
No, no, spinning arms. Cheating me. Right at the end. Cheating me by using one of your prescribed attacks. You can't do anything about it, so... might as well avoid it. There you go. Get down on the ground, you. Nice VoD. And, I think it's also worth noting, right, that when I'm doing this fighting, yeah, I have to do this. That little dash. When you're dashing, you're not invincible, but, you know, enemy attack, dash out the way, reposition around the back. I am doing some stuff. It's not incredibly skill-based, but there is skill involved. It's somewhere, I don't know, because of the juggling the characters, that increases the, you know, if you really want to do high damage at a good rate, that increases the skill cap, but I'm not going to claim this is like the most skillful game. Like, you don't have to be the most skillful gamer to enjoy this. Someone's already had that. Whatever that was, a core lapis, I think. But there is skill involved. I just wanted to point out.
End here.
Ask nearby people. Oh, for God's
with
sake.
anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Come on then. Listen, mate. Have you seen any miners? Just tell me. Right, I don't want to have a big chat. I just want you to tell me if you've seen the miners. Yes or no.
Hi there. Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Alright, let's go. Yes, good. I'm glad they got that feeling into that interaction. There's two chuffers down there. I'm going to have to go and kill them. They can't have all these nice people up here and then these chuffers down here just hanging out. It's not the done thing, is it? You need to go. You need to go. You need to leave, mate. Oh, that was right. I didn't start it. I was very polite, but I was very straightforward. And now we're going to be even more straightforward. So much so, you could even call that assertive.
So quiet.
I'll use that stuff for crafting your chuffers, so I'll think about you later. What am I doing? I'm asking people for information. And the Stasi Nazi police coming around. Oh look! I'm here for information. I demand answers. I'm not getting punched in the face.
I see through you.
Judgment.
Looks like I went too far.
Looks like I went too far. I used my special there just as a sort of flair moment, even though he was dead. Right,
Hello. Have you seen any miners nearby?
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
That's rude.
Jeez, a little grumpy, aren't we? Whatever. Let's go ask someone else.
A little grumpy, aren't we? We. Who's on first? We's on first. Forget it. In fact, he could be, you know, he didn't give us an answer, he was just grumpy. And we're looking for some miners. Maybe he's the pedo. This is a pedo hunt, isn't it, really? Subtext. It's all about subtext. There we are, Ling. Look at us.
Seen any miners?
Now, all of a sudden, we seem quite threatening, don't we? As like a little crew. Coming in. Alright, have you seen any miners? Have I what? Sorry, I'm just out here collecting rocks in my... collecting... Why is your pack empty? I haven't found any good ones yet today. I'm just starting. It's my first day. I don't know if there's any miners.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
What do you think? Do you think maybe with the baskets and picks, maybe it could have done? It is our first day, isn't it? Chuffing now.
Yeah, that's them.
Do you think, Paimon? Do you think? Right, I'm just going to quickly get another can if I can. I can't. Oh, my little doggy, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. So you're talking about watching the boxing on stream later, which I can't, but I am actually getting used to being on stream more, and I do feel like in the longer term, although I don't think forever I will always be doing 8-hour streams as a routine thing, I could see myself doing longer streams like streamers do, you know, being on more the thing, like, oh, I want to watch the boxing now, so I'll just flick over and do that, and then still carry on streaming, you know, that's what some streamers do, isn't it? So I could see a way of working some of these things in, but at the moment I'm just not even up to that level. And having said that, there's something else I wanted to say on that tip as well, which was that tomorrow I'm going to give the dog a haircut. I've got to do it. He's got to have his underside all cut. I'm gonna have to do it. And I wondered whether I should set it up as a stream. I wonder if I should, like, I've got a little webcam in here, could do it on the floor here, but it's not a guarantee as a good stream. He doesn't like that noise because he doesn't like fireworks. The dog doesn't like fireworks. And you know when you hear fireworks, they go... as they go up in the air, don't they? They go... He thinks it's pop-pops. It's not pop-pops. There's nothing. Daddy's just making the noise. He don't like it. And you've got to have a haircut. So, I was thinking of doing it as a stream, but I don't know... You know, it's one of those where you'd be like, oh, that sounds like fun, that'll be really good. And then you start rolling the stream, and then the dog runs off. And you're like, what am I doing down here with the scissors then? Got hours to kill now. Like, it might not work. I don't know. But
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Okay, so they're not pedos. What it is they've been zombified by the child in some way. They're probably not pedos, maybe.
This child. Did you see what they look like?
Yeah, about this high.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
We might know who that is.
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it straight from here.
Let's go after them.
Could it possibly be on the wish list here? This one. Could it be Kiki? Her hair's purple, isn't it? Not blue. Chi-Chi. She's a little zombie. She's a little girl who died, and they brought her back as a zombie to work in the weed dispensary. I'm not even kidding. That's.
Don't we have a job to do?
I'll show you later. That's actually in the story. Oh look, it's right there by that travel point. I'll show you now. Then I'll show you now. Weed dispensary. I'm not kidding. She might not be at work at the moment, but in this town up here. In Leeway. Loads of cool stuff in Leeway. Round here. So I know my way around now. Getting good at this game. Up these steps. God, it wears you out going up the steps, doesn't it? I'm like Rocky. Alright, enough of that. Enough of that. You. Calm down. You're supposed to be dour. You're supposed to be dour and dry. Right. This is the dispensary. Look, pharmacy. Where's the sign? It hasn't got a sign outside. But it's a pharmacy, yeah? Look. Pharmacist, Boo Boo Pharmacy. What's he called? Herbalist guy.
Please, show me your prescription.
Herbalist guy. Like Ganji Kid. Herbalist guy. Yeah? Herbalizer. And he works here. Now, that Chi-Chi that I said, she was here behind this counter. We met her here. She works here. A little zombie girl. I'm not shitting you. And also, look, they've got this little seat here where you can sit. And there's an ashtray there. That's a big ashtray, isn't it? Big ashtray. So, we know what goes on here.
Please, show me your prescription.
Show me your prescription. I've got a prescription for more cowbell.
Make my escape.
Make my escape. Have I been behind here and stolen your chests? Not leaving any cheeky chests behind your building, are you? Quite often people try and hide their chests from me behind their buildings, but... yeah, right. Okay, I might have already had it. Anyway. That's just the dispensary. Where's the chemist sign? Exactly. Exactly. And Coke is not sponsoring the street. It's just that somebody bought a load and left them around here, so I drink them, but I don't... bad Coca-Cola. I need to get a proper sponsor. I need to get soya milk, chocolate soya milk as a sponsor. That would make my fucking day. Because I drink that if I can afford to. Right, I'm here now anyway, look. I'm supposed to come at this from the other... oh, look, there we go.
There's a person over there.
Right.
Help! Please save me!
What?
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Yeah, let's rush in and sort this shit out. What's going on? What is going on? Oh, she looks like she's getting her face smashed in.
No, my sword!
So I'm going to smash everyone's faces in. We'll just see who's not got their faces smashed in at the end of it. Get on that one. It's on the floor. Get on that one. No, we'll get them when they're down. It's bad sportsmanship, that is.
Not good.
Ooh, don't... that noise...
Let that guard down.
He's getting beat up there. Don't want that to happen.
No, my sword. You can't run.
There we go, look.
Lights out.
Sure.
Got a dash.
And also, Sayu, when she does her special attacks, they heal the rest of the squad. So she's really valuable. You tend to make up your squad. I forgot to say this earlier. Let me just kick some ass. Right. What you tend to do... oh.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me.
Right? You tend to, I was saying this earlier, so I should have said it earlier, but you tend to put your squad together, those characters you juggle for those different interactions, you put them together with a DPS main, a DPS support, a support, and a healer. People tend to take a healer, and I'm quite happy with that as a concept, but the way I like to play games, I'm only happy with it as a concept if the healer can do damage as well. So mine can. Mine's up to the same DPS as the rest of them, but if it was up to me, I'd just do DPS, 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 support. Maybe just 4 DPS.
My name is Wanyu.
You don't have to heal.
I belong to Liyue's Shangyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
You don't have to heal if your opponent's dead. So you can heal after.
Huh? You sure you're not a miner?
She doesn't look like a miner. She's quite tall.
A miner?
Yeah, you know, a little girl.
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
Sorry, Paimon, did you say 4 strong? Have we been looking for 4 tall blokes this whole time? Because I thought it was miners. I thought we were looking for little girls. I got confused because someone mentioned a little girl. I really don't know what's happening.
I think I saw those people.
All right.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look.
I think that's all we needed to hear.
Right.
I hope it's useful. I'd better get going.
That's all we needed to hear. Thanks. Fucking going on. We'll wait for her to walk away.
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon.
Well, it sounds like our crew, doesn't it? Look, you're the child and we're all adults. So.
What?
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Oh, God, not with you with the magic rocks again. This is just...
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Yeah. Go and watch your telly, Go and watch your rock tube. Go on. We'll wait for you. While I press the buttons. There they are. That's them. They haven't got their pickaxes with them though. So someone was telling fibs. Huh.
It's the same group, all right.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though.
All right, we've been through that.
Brought our Kunjun compass along.
All right.
It feels like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
You might feel like that, Kunjun. To me, it feels like we're wandering around the houses asking questions when we should be having lots of fun fighting baddies, and I'm having to find my own baddies to beat up just to keep myself fucking occupied.
Be that as it may, we would do well to keep our guards high.
No, really what we're doing...
4 fully grown men in a trance-like state.
Look at that behind him.
Walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Really what we're doing is we're getting led across the countryside, and if you haven't discovered all these places before, now you're going to discover everything. And that's quite good, like, quest design in a way. It's just... the way I've played it is in the week I've tried to find every little chest, and at the weekend I'm doing stories, so I should have been led through the landscape by this story, but I've already discovered a bit of it anyway. Yeah.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
Get your wits and shits about you, mate.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings. We have encountered many clues along the way. The miners
All right,
headed...
they're the clues.
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking. A classic Zhongli move.
Zhongli classic. Now, I know you like these rocks, and... Oh. No, I'm not allowed to smash this one up and take it. What? I can observe it. It's no different from any other core lapis. Right? Except all other core lapis I can smash and take. But that one is different, you chuffers. Now, obviously look, it's like it wants us up there, but you're going to go over here and kill this thing, aren't you? So it is kind of taking you around the landscape. And although it didn't have specific enemies written into the quest, there are a lot of enemies around that are sort of written into the quest just by nature of it taking us across this landscape. But this place is suddenly giving me flashbacks to the worst. Up there, right mate, up there is the worst room in the game. Check out one of our previous streams. Worst room, check it out in previous streams on the VoDs. Check it out. Oh my god, that room, it's making me, I'm having flashbacks to that room. It's a little room and I kept getting frozen and I couldn't do anything and I needed to clear it. Alright. Anyway. This guy looks chuffing. Well cross.
Boba, get them! Judgment! Rain outlines your fate.
Shiver! My timbers. Keep him frozen for a little minute and then we'll finish him with some fire. And a big swirl.
Come on out! Almost dodged that.
Oh, just got hit in the face then. But it didn't matter because I was doing my healing, so they're all dead. Is there anyone else up here? Right, yeah.
Can't touch me!
No, my sword!
No.
Rain cutter!
You have to take this dude out before his mates because he can heal them. Like these stronger Fatui characters. I say stronger. I just smushed them up. These stronger characters are supposed to come in squads. That provides range. The one does a shield, the other one heals, and it means that if you don't engage them in the right order, you can get caught up in a sort of never-ending fight.
Make my escape.
Rain outlines your fate. Nice and spicy. Judgment. Yes.
Cook this through.
Body and mind.
So, coming up to Tianqi Valley, this is Tianqi Valley, I know it well. You go through here, you run over here, because you have, the other part of this problem is there's that room in there, right? And you go in that room, and it's the top room, and it's like Game of Death, you beat your way up to the top, and then you're like, oh, the final room, I'll do this. And then, no, I can't, I keep getting frozen, oh, it's so annoying. And then, when you die, you have to leave Tianqi Valley and go back to the resurrection statue at the Geo resurrection site. Oh look, we're going all the way over there. I was going to run all the way through. I won't bother, I'll just use my teleporter. But if you did run all the way through, you'd run into this boss along the way, the Primal Geosphip. And you might have to deal with that as well, but I don't want to spend my resin on that today, so I won't be doing that. I'll just be using the teleporter. But if you die in Tianqi Valley, you have to come back here, and then you have to go back to there and run all the way across. So you end up seeing quite a lot of it. But thankfully, I've already seen quite a lot of it, and we can just teleport over to here. Imagine I walked down the road and had to defeat a big chuffer of a boss.
Over here on the ground! Is this what
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
We'll wake him up and ask him what's going on.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
We'll wake him up and ask him what's going on.
Should we wake him up?
Yes.
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
Looks like he's struggling. Looks like he's trying to stand up, I think.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right.
Someone's bewitched them.
There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding.
Now we know that that little girl has bewitched them. We're just going to skip through everything until we find the little girl. Take the miner to the camp. Oh my... I have to do it. Are you fucking shitting me?
Time to act.
What do you want me to do now? Nearby camp to rest. That's this. Okay, I'll just go here. I'll go here. If I don't think rightly, it seems something's bewitched him. Yes, something has bewitched him. Do you think something might have bewitched him, Paimon? Yes, something might have bewitched him. And then it's probably the little girl. Is it the little girl? It is the little girl. How did he get so exhausted digging for that little girl? It's certainly a possibility. Strange.
Are these
ore fragments? Inspector Gadget over here. He's going to. Oh, he can read the future off his little nuts. He's been shuffling around in his little ore pouch, and he's read his future.
I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here.
Like, sometimes I feel like they're saying the same thing just so you really get the point. Over and over again. A bit like me. There are very few games that incorporate your status quo change throughout the game. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I think Genshin Impact is quite a good game, actually, really. Like, you know, they stick that gacha system on the side. If you want the characters, you have to, you know, if you really like Zhongli here, Zhongli's a character you can get in the game. So if you want to spend like £1,000 and roll and roll and roll until you get Zhongli, you can do that. But you don't have to at all. But it's a really good game. Yeah. You get to the end of the game, you're a boss who's super rich, and they'll say, do this. All right, yeah. I think they write it in a little bit, like they know that I'm the super champion of Mondstadt, but sometimes people do say, like, it's kind of like seen as a in-joke amongst some characters. Like, my character says, I am the super champion, but, you know, I do have to do a lot of fetching and carrying. I think they are self-aware of it, but yeah, it is, like, your rise, like, it's certainly in Skyrim when they had me collecting all those fucking mushrooms in the DLC. And I felt to myself, listen, I've got several houses, and I've got several thanes, and they can go and collect mushrooms for me. I just tell them, I just say, look, when I get back here, I expect to see 50 mushrooms. Get on with it. I'm the Chuffing Jarl of Chuffing. You know, I've solved the Civil War. I've defeated this dragon. I'm now tracking down vampires. You think I've got time to collect your mushrooms? You're fucking kidding me, mate. Leave me alone. I'm Dragonborn Dovahkiin. Dovahkiin, hear me roar. Also, here's your 50 snowberries that I've gathered for you.
But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
My journey in this game is to try and find my twin, who I now know is pretty much involved in bad juju. He's up to some bad stuff. So that's my motivation, and I pass through these places as a traveller. Every area I arrive in, I come with a little bit of reputation, but they've got their own business going on. And I get involved in it, and they say thank you, and you've done really well. You're now an honorary knight of Mondstadt, but then you're on to Liyue, and in Liyue, it's you know, they've got their own business. But now I'm an honorary Chuffing noble of Liyue because I solved their problems. And then when I get to Inazuma, I imagine I might end up an honorary Chuffing person in Inazuma as well. But when I first arrived there, it's actually quite interesting you mentioned this, because it's quite a clever device they've worked into this. As I arrive in a new area, even though I've done all this cool stuff in the past, I arrive to the new place as a traveller and of basically normal status again. I'm yet to prove myself in this new zone. So even though I come with these accolades, champion of Mondstadt, honorary knight and all this, it's only a reputation, and the new place, they don't really know me. I've got to prove myself to the new rulers every time. So yeah, it's interesting that talk about status. I hadn't really thought about that before. In Skyrim, there's probably a mod for it. I played. You know, you're talking to someone here who played Skyrim on the old Xbox, mate. I played Skyrim on the Xbox. There was no mods for me. I had to get the DLC. I had to pay extra for the downloadable content when it came out, waiting with bated breath, so I could go and collect 50 fucking glowing mushrooms.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Oops.
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. These are some crystals that I bought from the market.
It's beautiful.
But of course, take... And this one is for Mr. Zhongli.
Oh, he's giving us some crystals.
Huh? Is something wrong?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift but thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate.
What?
Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest.
This
I'm
guy
going
is-
to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
This guy's been out in the sun, so I think we leave him now. As he goes and starts gathering rocks, we say, yeah, no problem, we'll all get some rest. See you in a minute when you've gathered your rocks. Paimon, Zhongli, over here. Let's just fucking go. Let's just fucking leave him. Yeah, I know, but he's alright. There's a camp. I've cleared the place out. He's in his element. He enjoys the rocks. He'll know where we've gone. He'll read it in the fucking stones. Let's just fucking leave him. He's holding us back at this point. The miners are off over there. We've just met and we found one. We're right hot on the trail. It's time to leave him. Alright, Kunjun. No, yeah. No, I think I saw a bit of quartz over there, mate. I think I smelled a bit of quartz over there, mate. So, give me that rock he just gave you, Paimon. Give me that rock he just gave you. And you, Zhongli, give me that. Just, give me that. Right, he's not looking. Is he looking? He's not looking. Have that. Donk off his head. What was that? Oh, I think some quartz fell out the sky, Kunjun. If I were you, I'd have a look for that. Throw another one. Dunk. There's another one. I'd have a look for that. Right, run. Let's go. Run.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth.
Yeah, alright.
Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
I don't want to discuss it with you. I want to move on and kill baddies.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
Yes, he was going on about it earlier. It was one of these rocks he was looking for.
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
I'm imagining that you, as the god of whatever, was a dragon and it's part of some story.
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Like, do we need the lesson? Or can we go and fight something?
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Actually, I joke, because this is cool, isn't it? That it's got its own lore and it's got its own ideas. And it's kind of rich with lore and ideas in the same way, like, games like Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild's taken a long time, remember, to get to where it is. Like, the iterations of Hyrule and its lore and its stories have happened over a long period of time. For this, they've written a lot. Like, there's a lot of complexity and depth within the side stories and stuff that is explained to you as it all plays out, but it's quite rich. It's good that when you scratch the surface, you know, there's something to dig down to. It's good that it's not wide as an ocean, deep as a puddle, they say, isn't it? It's good that there's all this depth when you dig into it. But for me, I find it a little bit tiresome sometimes. I feel like I should be given an option to... I know these side quests are story quests. They are story. It's going to be telling me stuff, and yeah. But I feel like there should be like an option for, like, do you want to do more fighting or do you want to do more talking? And because we can run this quest two ways.
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago.
Ores are the crystals of the earth.
Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals.
Alright, look, you just said that.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same.
Yeah, go on.
Why is it then?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, weird.
There are those in the mining trade who...
Ulterior motives?
Oh, God.
A conclusion that is presently... Don't forget...
We're now watching this,
rescuing
Chuffer.
those miners. We're drawing closer to our... When you're well rested. We should ensure this
Kunjun might turn out to be a rotter. That's what he was saying. Oh, I've been given an archaic stone. Rendezvous with Kunjun. Now I'm going to rendezvous with Kunjun. So normally I'd just go over and talk to him, but this time I'm going to rendezvous.
Time to act.
So I'm going to have to get my French hat on. I'll stay as little wet boy, little wet book boy. He's perfect for rendezvous, isn't he? Little French boy. He's the most French looking one out of the lot. We're ready to rendezvous? Hi, Conjun. I'm been sent here to rendezvous with you, so you ready to rendezvous? Have you got your rendezvousing shoes on? No, you don't. Well, we're going to do it anyway, so I'd probably take them off. You don't want to ruin them.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
I was just having a shit, really, so if you want to have a look at it, you can tell me what kind of ore is in there.
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing that... Then again, the memories of ore can shift...
So there's never...
Rocks and dual...
That makes...
Indeed.
That was the rendezvous. Head to the ancient tree. So that's obviously that.
Time to act.
Will we get to have a fight? I don't know, but at least I'm collect... Oh, I don't know what... Well, I just want the lotus heads. I collected all fish. I didn't want them. Right, here we are. I keep saying right, here we are, and we're never right there.
Such an immense tree.
It is impressive, isn't it, actually, though? Like, it keeps throwing us out. This game just keeps taking you to places that are just amazing and cool. And they think in 3 dimensions. It's high, it's middle, it's low, it's up, it's down. Like, it's really, really well crafted, this whole environment.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there, too. Amazing.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section. All right, then.
What?
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Stay with me, Paimon.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see.
Paimon's going. Where's she going? I think he just had a moment. I tell you. I knew he liked those rocks. I told you, didn't I? I knew he liked those rocks.
This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
I'm glad, you see, Paimon had to go away for that. She couldn't see that. Paimon had to hide her eyes. We had to hide Paimon's eyes for that. It's all
just
subtext.
A bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about.
He's just spuffed in his pants.
Not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look?
Yep.
If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there.
Okay, yep.
Oh. You think so?
As long as none of us has to stand here with you.
Ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go. You wait here. Paimon will...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see.
Come on then. Apparently he could be about... He might be behind the tree with a miner, so we better get behind there quick, because that doesn't sound right. Nice level. Look, this is lovely as well. This is actually really good design. Really good design. Is obviously you're up here to go towards Zhongli, but look, it's created a path out of the geography, hasn't it? Through here, obviously. I'm going to follow it round. There he is down here. Like, it's nice. It's just subtle, but it's really clever.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Come on then.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in.
Come on then.
There is an unusual presence.
I felt your presence, so I know what you're getting for Christmas. Right, in we go. It's a cutscene.
Huh? The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate.
It's quite dark.
Has it been there all along?
It's quite cool, isn't it? It's quite dark now.
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until they opened the gate.
So behind the seal, there's...
I'm gonna have to fight them. Get away from Paimon, you fuckers! Get here!
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
What do we do? Yes! All that messing about, but this is really fucking cool. Got sucked off into a tunnel. Oh! I'm not prepared for this.
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent.
No.
Taking revenge for sealing me away will
He's gonna kill the shit out of me, isn't he?
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtar, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Like, he's well hard.
Ninjutsu.
He's absolutely annihilating me. I need a shield, and I haven't got a shield character. I'll hit his foot. I'll hit his foot. Probably. For a little bit. I can't freeze him. Shit! I need a shield character.
Yeah, you can't run.
And I've got a problem because my healer is nearly dead. If my healer dies, I'm in real trouble. I should use Zhongli.
Crumble.
There you go. That's him and his moves. Useless. He does that. He makes a little erection happen. I'm running. Whatever he's doing, I'm running. It sounds bad. Do you to dust. Zhongli does that. Oh, Zhongli does a shield. He's got a shield on. Right. Stand by this thing. So Zhongli does a shield.
Let me weave you a verse. No,
Rain cutter, go on, get in there. Smack his ass. I'm gonna have to go in my bag. Right, hang on.
Time to act.
I'm gonna have to eat some food. I haven't prepared, I haven't cooked it. Oh, I've got a couple of these. She's gonna have to get healed up with food. Because
Body enough.
can't afford for her to die. When I say I can't afford for her to die, I also need to charge up her special.
Over here.
Cowardly insects.
Doing some damage, a little bit.
Quake. I will have order.
So I took my hands off everything then. Because his special was cool, wasn't it? Now, because that dude was wet, there's some shield tokens there. I've got a shield now. Zhongli can help. Zhongli can help. Just need to keep doing damage.
Rain outlines your fate.
Don't get killed.
Judgment. Yeah. Judgment. Punishment.
Try and build up her special. We can do this, we can do this. Try and build up her special.
Quake.
Where's my shield, Zhongli?
Crumble.
Where's my shield? How do you make a shield with Zhongli? There, they're under there. Get them, got them.
This one's not enough.
Keep him wet.
Forsake me again.
If that is what you choose to believe,
This is not bad, this is okay, we're still not
the
dead.
weight of memory is destined to shoulder
Right,
the
look at
burden
that.
of truth, as it ought to be.
Her special is now charged, we can heal. We can, but we're not going to do it yet. Where is the chuffer? Oh, I'm getting hit now. Where is he? There he is, right. This doesn't look good. His eyes were red. It's been smoking. Right. There's the healing. Gonna pop that out and then I'm gonna switch to Zhongli. Because it's obviously intended that you should use Zhongli.
Fisher! Quake!
Get that shields, please. Get these shields, got them. Let's use some special moves. We are now halfway through. If we just focus, we can do this.
Will not absolve you!
Judgment!
The irony is not. No, no, no.
Rise!
Need some shields, Zhongli. Need some shields. Got one. Need to build up some charge on the odd specials. Gonna need that healing.
You're toast!
Rise! Crumble!
Run. Oh, I got hit.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Rain outlines your fate.
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Fucking having a go, mate. Having a go, ain't I? Where's he gone now? He's cheeking me. I'm just gonna, he's right behind me.
Nice and spicy!
Body and mind.
Right, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Yeah!
Detestable!
Shit.
No, my sword!
Right, let's get some shields out of that. There it is, got it. Rain cutter, we could do some damage.
Rise!
He's chuffed off when I did my special. He's back, he's back.
Quake!
Right, I really want to charge her up so we can heal.
Experience an eon of suffering.
I'd rather not experience the eon of suffering if you don't mind. If we can probably save the eon of suffering till later, and I'll just smash your chuffing nuts up.
Will not absolve you!
I need to get a shield out of this. There it is. It's at the front. The shields are at the front. Can't get there. I can't get to that shield. It's underneath him. So now I'm going to die. She's dead. This feels a bit...
Watch out!
Allow me! You've recovered.
What?
How can that? Focus your efforts, Morax.
Someone else is talking now. Oh, someone healed me. They completely healed me. Right.
Body and mind.
I've been completely healed.
Judgment!
So that was handy. Don't know who did that. It was that other character, the rock dude, who likes his rocks.
You can't run!
Now I can just pound with Zhongli. Let's go.
Crumble!
Everyone's been given increased attack somehow. I've been buffed. So I'm just going to go nuts with my characters and get their specials going.
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Judgment!
And Sayu special, even though we don't need it, I will use it in just a second. No, we need it a bit. Let's go. We should be able to just stay in here and just do the damage.
You can't run! Witness the power of Gugwa!
And we'll finish with the little ninja. There we go. That wasn't half bad, was it?
Morax.
Kunjun's voice, that's him.
Years after you sealed me underground.
I don't know if I can jump. Maybe I could jump those.
Second time.
Is it like the little girl? Is she the boss? It's all confusing to me. I think I might have been able to jump the attacks, but I'm not skilled enough maybe. Or it might just be that you fucking need the shield or you're dead. A lot of the time with the Geo stuff, because Geo interacting with another element creates a shield of whatever the other element is. So quite often the Geo fights involve requiring shields at certain times. I did say, the irony is not lost on me, that earlier I said, I'm not walking through there because we'll have to do this fight with this boss. I'd rather just use the teleporter, and then in the end we had to do the fight with the boss. So, but that was a lot of fun. I like fights like that. It felt on edge, felt like it could kill me, but I had to keep concentrating. It was a little bit scary at first because I was like, where do I start with this? But when I realised it was one of them where you want to not be on the tail, but not be on the teeth, and maybe go for the legs. When I got that sorted, it was just a matter of time, wasn't it? A war of attrition. Keep your focus, keep your wits and shits about you, and we'll wear you down and win. It might have been easier if I had a different team together, you know, different elements. I didn't know I was going into that boss fight, but because they threw Zhongli in there and he kept smashing in that Geo attack, that did help. So for every attack there's a defense, and for every defense there's an attack. And in this instance, they gave me the key to unlock that, didn't they? So, thanks. But now, of course, I don't have Zhongli on my squad. So if I'm really, ooh, Zhongli, then I have to spend the money and do the rolling, or wait until he comes around on the banner and get my free wishes going. You know, you can't have everything you want, can you?
You should call it by its name, Ejdaha. Fate.
Fate?
Oh, that little girl is that giant monster.
Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
And who's this Kunjun then? Is he a healer of some description, or is he just like... Because I don't think he's a real proper character that you get. I think he's just like side, you know, support act.
That voice!
Ejdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while. Ejdaha. The very same.
Well, he's also that giant bad god, so...
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
What?
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler.
I don't get it.
There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ejdaha the whole, but a fragment.
Oh.
Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ejdaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will.
I'll give you a sore throat, won't it?
So there are two Ashdahas?
No. There's figments of the will. Weren't you listening?
No. It can't be. That's impossible.
I'll tell you what, the little girl version's more angry than any of them, isn't she?
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen?
No.
Would they even care?
Would they fuck?
That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby fully destroying the seal.
I don't know why these seals got involved. Should leave the seals alone. Innocent little creatures, aren't they, seals? Leave them alone. I don't know why they've been brought into it.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
Yeah, I don't get it either, Ahasja, but, you know...
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal.
It's quite kung fu, isn't it?
Too weak to reincarnate.
Quite manga, quite anime, quite kung fu.
I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
No, if it's... I'll tell you what. So yeah, they're the same god split into two parts. One of them is a fragment, and he didn't remember who he was or anything. He was just like a... until he got close. If you're going to now do a cutscene, sometimes they do these really fucking cool cutscenes where they've done a full animation and you get to watch it. It's like being part of the anime, isn't it? If that's going to happen, yes, I'll tell the tale by all means. But if you're just going to do loads of talking, I have to keep clicking through it. No, don't.
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
So I don't know.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ejdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morak. The memories of rocks do not last long. Erosion ground Ejdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Ejdaha, now incomplete, became irascible.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that...
This much is true. In the beginning, in erosion, Morak's share, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerged.
Complicated.
I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ejdaha and Morax.
No.
I am the remnants of Ejdaha's benevolence.
So it's like...
No! This is I, Ejdaha, forged of elemental crystal.
Morax is not an insect.
It's like fragments of a mind.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... jade.
Tell you what, you don't get this in Pokemon, do you? You don't get this in Pokemon.
Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do,
heed these words.
These words.
Might as well, since you've been fucking talking for the entire 3 hours. Like, I'm supposed to do all the talking on this stream, but this guy's been going on and on talking loads, hasn't he? He's got some more words, so...
In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
That was a waste of everyone's time, mate. Fucking, you didn't say anything. You said some nonsense.
No, that isn't true.
It is true, anyway.
Perhaps it isn't.
It doesn't matter. Morax! Morax! Morax!
The little girl vanished.
The little girl did vanish.
Are you satisfied, Ejdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it.
They're still chatting.
More.
I do.
Well,
as you please.
I never did.
Big friends.
I hardly.
And yet,
your power is near.
Time for him to go.
Going?
Surely the.
Indeed.
No, there's more. Challenge completed. Challenge completed. Challenge completed. Is that just because I beat the boss, or did I do the quest? There's a big chest, that's mine, so I know what that smells like. 5 primos. 5 primos. Look at this. Pretty, isn't it? Can't go in there now. Kind of want to go and have a big run around in here. You know? Kind of don't want to just... Oh, no, can't. Okay, that's fine. Arena or nothing. Okay, we'll leave. Weasel Thief, it says there.
How did
it's
we
gone.
get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
The miners? We're back at the tree. Wait, well, they're around here, aren't they?
My escape.
There's Uncle Di. He'll have sorted them out. They'll
So
all
there you are.
Yeah.
My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite on Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those 3 miners are over there, in that cave.
What happened to your voice?
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
I'm not going to explain it again, mate.
So you're taking...
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem.
We're not explaining it again.
Not I.
No, Paimon.
Once I'm gone.
You always did.
No.
Curious.
Ashtaha.
They're friends.
Today I am just...
Even you.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men.
All life bets on you may live.
I do not pretend.
Were it not so...
You've brought us...
That day in the chasm. Did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heaven.
Hence, my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. Old friend. God of contracts. I hereby honor our agreement.
It's like they're talking in code now. It's like they're talking in code. They're just going on. My nan used to say, she'd say, oh, he does go on, doesn't he? But bloody hell. I get it.
Thank you, Ashtaha.
You're old gods. You've
My
got...
life is nigh on eternal.
There's more.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax.
I suppose it's supposed to be all emotional and that,
We'll
but...
meet again.
You know, we'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I'll see you in the stones and your funny bones. Right. Oh. Did he literally die? That's a bit dark, isn't it? That's the god of contract. This one's the god of contracts. The one that's still alive. The one that's dead was the god of little girls being well cross. And stones or something.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Alright, he's not dead, he's asleep, but he won't remember anything, and he's not who you think he is, so he's had a bit of a hard time. We'll leave him here.
Whoa. That was so weird.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun.
Exactly. But what about God? He was a great friend of yours. He was.
Centuries may have...
Oh, he's good.
In our last
hey, this is good.
Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains.
This is the
he
good
heard
shit.
A remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ashtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
See, that was cool. They worked on that. Shortly afterward, Uncle Dai volunteers to take Kunjun back to the city. They seem to be like they've gone. Fuck it. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Zhongli's still got some talking to do.
Years ago, Ashtaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground.
You see, now I think they should have said this at the start. I think they should have said, like, instead of I'm following some miners and a little girl, and it was a bit of a twist, wasn't it? It was a bit of a twist, which was quite cool. But it's, like, as far as the story goes, like, these stories do this to me. Like, so let me explain what happened today. Is I was in town and I went to see the rock mine merchant man, the miner, and he was like, "Look, I've got a problem. Some miners have gone missing," and I was like, "All right, I'll come up to the mine and have a look with you." No, initially it wasn't even people were missing, was it? It was like, we've got some rock experts. And then the rock experts and us went up to the mine, and the miners were missing. And then we went and asked some people, and the people didn't know. And then we followed them around, and we followed some footsteps, and we found out it was a little girl. And it turned out to be a little girl, and then we went up, we fought some stuff along the way. And then we were at the magic tree, and there's crystals. And then we went, found the miners, and they were clawing at the ground, because the little girl was actually some ancient god created by the god, who was with us all the time. And so was the other god. It turned out he was in spirit with us. And then we went in and we had a fight with essentially the little girl part, which wasn't a little girl at all. It was a giant fucking screaming monster. And once we kicked its ass on the way down, we didn't need healing. We were going to be able to do it ourselves, thank you very much. But at one point, the rock god himself, but the good side of him that was with us, he decided to heal us. So then we won the fight and beat up the little girl element of that rock god monster thing. And our own friend God here, Zhongli, who's also God, he knew this all along, really, because as he just said at the end, he knew it all along. But he didn't tell us. He kept it under his hat until the very end, when we kicked his friend's ass. His friend, I think, died, but has left the empty body of basically a person that he what's the word when you have a demon inside you, like, you know, he what's the word when you have a demon inside you and you've been, you know, infected by a demon, and like the exorcists have to come and get it out. There's a word for it, isn't there? Anyway, that happened to him. And now he won't remember it. So that's the story of what we just did today. And it's like, what? You wrote that? That's your story you wrote? Fair enough. How do you make that go from A to B? But what was interesting is I think I would have enjoyed it a bit. I know it's mystery and then uncovering some cool stuff. But I think it would have been a little bit cooler if Zhongli had laid a few of these groundworks a bit earlier. Oh, this giant rock monster thing. Ooh, big scary rock monster. And I'd have been like, oh yeah, let's go and fight that. All the way I was like, oh, I want to do some fighting. I think there might be some fighting at the end. I hope there's fighting. I'd be lucky if there's some fighting. And then at the end of it was like, fucking fighting, ginormous, best possession. That's the word, yeah. Thank you, Snippies. This ginormous rock monster at the end. It was like, no fighting, no fighting, no fighting. A few enemies in the open world, no fighting, no fighting. The rock monster at the end. And if they'd have built the rock monster up, I'd have really enjoyed it more. I did have a good time fighting that boss, though. It was cool.
During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejderha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot.
Yup, we've got that now. That is the story.
Even I cannot avoid it.
All right.
The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about.
It's allegorical for dementia.
May come and go, personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured.
It's allegorical for dementia. And I could go on for another hour talking about that now, couldn't I? But I'm not. I'm just going to quickly have a bathroom break and then we'll finish up here so that I can watch the boxing. Boxing right now. Oosh.
People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles, that I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
Like, the problems of the gods, eh? The problems that the gods have. The problems of the gods. Since you're on your workies dinner break, I'll mention this, because I mentioned it again at the start of this episode. I'll mention it again now, quickly, before we finish. I'll mention this. Everyone needs to be aware, everyone needs to know, my kilobytes just dropped. They're back up again a little bit. They're up again. Okay, the kilobytes are back. A bit weird. Everyone needs to know. Everyone needs to be aware. Everyone needs to know this. We were talking yesterday on stream about how edits channels, different channels, how edits should work and stuff. So Ganji Kid, the main channel, the VoDs, everything we do on here. This video you're watching now, this VoD, this live stream on Twitch, will be up on here, but probably a week late. Genshin Impact, a week late. But it all goes up on here, yeah? And we've got these other channels. Now, today, I did a few edits for Ganji cuts, but not...
You write born to kill on your helmet, and you wear a peace button. Was that supposed to be some kind of signal?
I think I was trying to suggest something about the duality of man, sir.
Thank you for your tippies. I will just look at them after I've just said this public service announcement. Ganji cuts, I was in the past doing real proper edits, you know, taking a 3-hour stream like we do and editing it down to the best 40 minutes, no chuffing, no messing, getting all the action in there, and it's quite a job of work. So instead of doing that, when we take a diversion, when we do 15 minutes on Danny Dyer's Who Do You Think You Are, or 15 minutes on feminized gift cards with dicks on, when we do those sort of tangents, they make ideal 15-minute little clip segments. So Ganji Cuts is now going to include all the tangents. Instead of waiting a week to see what we did yesterday in Tangent World, it'll go up on Ganji Cuts. That'll build, that'll work. Little 15-minute, half-hour videos when I go on a little tangent. Not the full Genshin Impact, not the entirety of Genshin Impact, all edited down to manageable 40-minute episodes. No, all the tangents, but it's good, it's there, it's gonna have new videos on it, regular Ganji Cuts. And when I want to do a proper edit, when I want to do one of my proper edits, you know, my proper edits, if it's arty and it's game review, because they're the things we do want to edit, game reviews and art conversations, that's on Ganji Art still, that makes sense. And I'm going to tidy up the battery exhausted and anything else that's edited that is not, you know, that doesn't sit anywhere else. But I'm not going to put VODs and I'm going to tidy this up, and anything good edited, like video essay style, that'll go there again. That'll make sense again. So Ganji Cuts now is going to have videos more regularly, and they're going to be little chunks of the stream chuffed up there without extensive editing all the way through. But you'll see, it's fine. It's fine. You'll be able to compare the new style with the old style if you go and watch all these videos that I've chuffing edited, you chuffer. You don't have to watch all the green hell, I get it. You don't want to, you don't have to, I get it. But the Fortnite Prismatic Rick Grind's interesting, and so is that Do Not Watch the Tapes Paratopic. You see, we played the whole of Paratopic, an indie game, and I edited it down to a 40-minute video for just the gameplay, you know, the fun, the game. And I edited a different companion video for Ganji Arts. So Paratopic, the different companion video, Tape Junkie. Paratopic Eats the Naked Lunch, where I talked about influences. That's an hour and 50 minutes. The entire playthrough was about 5 hours, 6 hours, but I edited 2 different videos out of it. One of it is an art review talking about influences and culture, and the other one is a fun ride through the game, edited down so you don't have to watch hours and hours and hours of chuffing. So they're 2 different things. That's 2 different channels, Ganji Cuts, Ganji Arts. Expect to see more on there. And for the traditional video essay, write a script, do some editing, proper video, battery exhausted, we'll have that. This channel, Ganji Kid, is all the VODs as they go. You know, everything we do on live streams. On YouTube, we stream live as well. So watch out for us there on that channel. So that all makes sense now, doesn't it? I'm glad I'm shilling for myself. Mental Health Monday still exists. True Binaural ASMR exists. Light Horse is a music channel that we're producing. We're also going to produce a 4am breaks channel of Ganji 4am breaks. We're going to make our own breaks and put them up. And Ganji clips. On top of all that, see, I have to work hard Ganji Clips is anything 5 minutes or shorter. And we should have a short clips channel. Snippies, Capital K said it today. If any of you do it, what I should do is I should go on Twitch, and if you do a snip, if you do a clip, I should rip it off there and put it on the clips channel and say thank you very much for snipping. So I've got to work out a system for that. You know, it's all editing, it's all work for me. The computer chugs away, I have to upload, I have to, you know, it's all work, but I'm prepared to do it because it's my chuffing stream. So there's my little shield. I've got that in order now. That's coming. Ganji Cuts, new video on there today. Ganji reacts to Danny Dyer. Tomorrow it'll be the thing about the gift cards, and onwards we'll have more things to put on there. So that's a big public service announcement. And also I've got some coffee tippies to say thank you for on my page. Down payment on a shiny new stream. You're going to watch from the beginning later. 20. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I do. 5 minutes ago. I really do appreciate it. It all goes in the kitty, and it all goes towards making this thing better, doesn't it? That's the main thing. And also I eat some of it. Not literally. I use it to buy food and then I eat that. So I really do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. It's like it doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unsaid. I hope you know. Hope you know. Right, thanks for listening to me for all that. Let's finish off this.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh?
I want to ask you something.
About what?
About my brother.
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for.
Yeah, apparently my sibling came to this world a lot earlier than I did and was involved in this early fighting between the gods, and I didn't realise because I was sort of like still out of it. And then when I've woke up, they've already got their backstory and they're already quite a big cheese. Probably in the baddies. They're probably in the baddies team, and we're learning all about it as we go. So yeah, my sibling.
Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Oh, thanks. After we've done all your stuff for you.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information?
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
And they really take contracts seriously in Liyue, so yeah, you ain't going to get anything out of him.
You mean another past grievance?
It was signed before it all began.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow.
They'll just eat
many
that out.
events of ages past. Many secrets that lie hidden.
It's quite a clever system because the game ekes its story out over time. Doesn't matter how fast and hard you want to play it, you can't just run to Ganon. It's going to come out in another couple of years. It's been paced, it's been decided upon, a 4-year plan, I've been told. So that's
They
as
have been
is.
eroded by time, forgotten by the people, abandoned.
And I should say I've got one big surprise at the end. We've got a quick reaction video that we're going to do, and Juzzy's going to love it. Juzzy's not here right now, so maybe I'll show it again in the future. Am I going to finish Green Hell? That's a good question. The problem with Green Hell, it was one of those things, right, that I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, you know, learning the game as I was playing it, and I thought it was just like survival, but it actually has a story, and the story mode is you go and do all this stuff, and I started to feel really stupid, like I was wasting my time running around, dying over and over again. Like, you know, if I'd wanted to finish it, I could have spent 9 months doing it and still not finished it, because I'm trying to do it vegan, and I didn't know, and I felt like I'd made a mistake by taking on so much. Like, certain streams can be fun, and then certain streams can get like boring, and I felt that the viewership was dropping off, and instead of doing something interesting on this Green Hell every episode like we do here, it was like the same fucking stream 3 times in a row because I couldn't figure out how to get the fucking metal. And that's me playing unseen. I don't want to cheat on the internet and find out how to do it and then come on stream and go, oh, it turns out it's over here. That's a surprise. So it didn't quite fit. It wasn't quite making me feel happy about the way I was performing on stream, so I didn't carry on with it. And I think that's okay. I think finding my feet as a streamer, like some things like this, I seem to be completely happy to go all the way through. Other games I might not want to finish. I think that's okay. Learn that through the practice of doing it. I did say I was going to do it, and I feel a bit like savage for, you know, oh, you told the people you were going to finish that game and you didn't, so that's not fair. They expect it of you, and like, well, you know, get over it. It's only a fucking game. So, but yeah, I could at some point go back to finish and play Green Hell. It's not like I can't do it. You know, it's not like it's not there for me. I could at any point say, yeah, let's play Green Hell today. So, you know, if it's called for, I could do it. It's not a problem. So it's not like I'm not doing it. Say no, never again. It's just I felt like I got like in a bit of a hole with it. So maybe we could go back to it. I do feel compelled to go back to it because I set that standard of, you know, I said I want to finish this game on as a vegan. Can we do it? Let's go. I kind of want to, you know, finish what I started. So I do feel that, but everything else spiraled, steamrolled, like this has taken over. It's just how it is. It wasn't this that took over, but other things keep juggling those balls. Vegan Hell just got left by the wayside. There's one other game we did that with. There's two of those three. Like we had a look at a game called Lone Wolf, and it was so slow paced that I couldn't use it for stream, but it looked like a good game I wanted to get into, but it would have taken 90 streams and we would never have got anywhere. And the other game that was like that, that we didn't finish, that I should have done, was we played Mother 2, Earthbound, Mother, whatever you want to call it, Earthbound, and the problem with that was all the music was copyright Sony, and every stream got copyright strikes from Sony, and like, it's just a feature of them, that particular game, that they released a CD in Japan and now it's all copyright, so I had to abandon that. But, you know, we're not abandoning this. And you like clipping things, but then I worry you won't like what I clip. No, it's good. Whatever you clip is probably better than what I'd clip because it's, you know, your perception of it rather than mine. We probably, you know, you've probably got a good perception of what you think is fun. Whatever you think is good is fair enough to clip. I'm not cross. I did it on stream. I said it or did it, so I'm not cross if it gets clipped. I have to self-edit before I do stupid things, maybe. But yeah, it's absolutely fine. And yeah, that's all good in the hood. There is one little thing I wanted to do with Juzzy that we'll do it at the end of this stream, but we'll do it again with Juzzy when Juzzy's here.
But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead.
Oh, thank God. To be continued. It never ends. Which is cool. Like, we finished that, we got all our rewards, and there's more story quests to go. As we develop, as the game develops, so too will this. So we'll have a little photo. That's a good one. He can't get him in shot properly because he's tall, and I'm sure I'll go further. Oh, the stone's in the way. I'll go further forward, like, and that'll, yeah, that's about right. Now it just makes me look like I've got a really big head. Sometimes it's you continuously getting your ass beat though. This game, sometimes this game's challenging, but I don't mind challenge. Like, I'd play Dark Souls on stream. Had I not already played it, I would play Dark Souls. Elden Ring I could do. You know, there's only so many games in the world, there's only so much time, so I can't do everything all at once. No streamer can, but I'm open to all different suggestions and games and styles. Like, even frustrating things like Elden Ring I could do. It's just that I have to consider what, like, not just what I want to play, but also what makes for an entertaining set of streams, building content in a certain direction. I have to consider these aspects of it. Elden Ring would make a really cool Gravekeeper style thing, but I would get frustrated sometimes. It would be tough sometimes. I'd have to do some grinding, and grinding's boring. Like, it doesn't matter what game it is, watching someone grind it can be boring. You know, I'm just going to run around here and kill these baddies 20 times, keep resetting them, keep killing them, keep resetting them. Like, in here, I can go in this book, I can select these enemies, I can go around and I can kill every Sin mage. And I do that in the week. Like, once a week I do that. But if you want to watch me do it now for half an hour, you might find it okay. I'll talk to you, and it'll be a stream, it'll be content. I'll be talking to you, but the actual thing that will be going on the screen will be the same over and over again. And then if I do it every week, then you're going to watch me do that every week, and I'll talk about different things, but the actual thing going on the screen will be the same. This game's got a really interesting and varied story mode. It's got loads of cool environments.
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed today.
So it's really working for this, like, this stream. It really works. It suits me. I enjoy it. I'm happy with it as a stream. It doesn't mean that I don't play other games or enjoy them, so I'm quite happy to bring anything, be varied and variety. That's something I wanted to say. Ongoing into the future, we've got my sister. She's got a different perspective. Like, she's been playing Elden Ring. She's been playing a lot of Fortnite. Like, we're going to do streams where she's like guesting. Like, we'll play co-op games together. I wanted to do Raft. She didn't like the look of Raft. She might like Rust. Like, when the right game comes out at the right time, we're going to, play other things as well. I'm looking forward to Breath of the Wild 2 coming out. There's lots of ongoing opportunity for other games and content on the stream. So I'm not a Genshin Impact streamer, although I am at the moment, and forever will be. There'll always be a piece of my heart in Leeway. She's still making noise while I'm looking at the map. That's not right. There'll always be a piece of my heart in Leeway, won't there? But and for the near future, I'm planning to play the new expansion of this when it comes out, and to be all caught up and ready to do that. As we've seen, our story quest today, we've cleared that one off. We've got one more story quest, and then we can do Jade Chamber Rising, and then we can follow that on our way to Leeway. So we're all in good pace here to get onto endgame content at the moment, endgame content, before we hit the new expansion in a month and a half. Well, 2 months from now. There'll be a new expansion.
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now.
And we'll be playing it, so that's all good in the hood. Doesn't mean we won't play other games on this stream in the intervening time. At the moment, it sits really nicely as a weekend thing for me. And in the week, I've also played... Where's my... Hang on, that should be mine. Get off. Yeah, that's mine. Thanks. Fish. I didn't want the fish. It's the lotus head. In the week on YouTube, this last week, we played that prison game, and the week before we played... essentially, like, you telling a little girl what to do in a sort of chauvinistic... We played Creating an Idol game, and we played... you never even heard of this game before I started stream. Really? Yeah, I thought it was... I'll tell you what I actually thought. Genshin Impact's really popular around the world, and I thought I was getting in just at the right time because I thought it was going to keep growing in popularity in the West. I'm a bit late to the game, really, but I'm surprised it's not more popular in the West. I thought everyone would hear the name Genshin Impact by now, but I think maybe one day they will. I still think it's fucking awesome, and it might be a bit of a grower in the West because you're initially put off by that gacha. Oh, it's a gacha game. Oh, forget it. Oh, it's this Chinese gacha game. If you have heard of it, you've probably heard that. So, yeah, without going into a new conversation, I'm really glad. I'm really lucky I found it. So no one will convince me otherwise at the moment. Even though I'm inherently moral, despise gambling, wouldn't advertise anything horrible on my stream. Oh, I've started a fight. I didn't want to start a fight.
Make my escape.
I find this to be to my taste. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone can convince me I'm wrong. I shouldn't have said they wouldn't. Right. You're the only person I follow that streams it. Alright. You know I stream an awful lot of different stuff, so I'm the only person you know that streamed whatever I streamed this week on here. This week, I'm the only person you know that streamed Prison Life Simulator 2022, that streamed the Prime Minister's resignation speech alongside Fall Guys, did words on stream and put £10 in the charity bank, discussed whether space was fake through the use of Elon Musk's videos of his rockets, and went to the drum festival in Genshin Impact having started the week by discussing sex, respect, and waifus, Kirikara Star's idol project. I don't think anyone else has done that variety, so hopefully there's something there for everyone. And if you're interested in any of those videos yourself, get over to that channel and subscribe. Get us to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll owe you one. I'll buy you all a drink. I won't be able to afford it. There'll be 1,000 of you. What am I talking about? Right? So you be good, my little puckos. I'm going to get off stream for now. I might be tempted to come on a little bit later, or I won't promise it though. So you be good, my little puckos. I could do an after boxing show. I could be here doing an after boxing show talking about the fight. I mean, if someone gets their head punched clean off, I think I might do. If someone gets their head punched clean off, I might come back and be like, did you see that? They got their head punched clean off. But really, it might just be that I, do myself some food and watch the boxing and call it a night. So yeah, you need to watch the waifu video. You do. There's an awful lot of interest. That's a serious one. You wouldn't have thought it, would you? You wouldn't have thought that one would be the serious one. But it turns out,
I should have just stayed in bed.
It turns out that one's quite a serious one. You be good, my little puckos. You be good. Thank you everyone. Oh, the little thing for Juzzy. Before we go, the little thing for Juzzy. Get this. Genshin Impact, and it's based on World. That'll bring it up, won't it? And it'll be a real recent one, so it'll be this week. Oh god, is it a short? How am I not finding this? God, there's loads of Genshin Impact videos, aren't there? So there's lots of it on YouTube. It's a short, and it's by somebody that I'm not subbed on Ganji Kids, my VoD's channel. I'm not subbed to everyone. I'm subbed on Battery Exhausted. Hang on. Switch account, Battery Exhausted, and then subs, maybe subscriptions. This is fucking loads of videos from everyone that I'm subscribed to. I just want this one. I know it's a little bit tiresome to finish it like this. I should have had it lined up. This is it.
What countries will feud?
Kettle Toro, isn't it? Right. And I'm going to react to a video now officially. So, Kettle Toro is a Genshin Impact creator, and I think that stuff's cool.
Future regions like Fontaine or even Canria be based on. Fontaine is French for fountain. Based on this and in-game outfits, there are strong suggestions that Fontaine is inspired by France. Also, the camera gadget came from Fontaine, just like how the first camera was invented.
So, only just this week. Only just this week. This is a 3-hour-old one, right? Hang on,
Seems like I should have just stayed in bed.
Only just this week. Josie was saying to me, Mondstadt, like we were doing it yesterday, weren't we? We were talking about Mondstadt being based on Germany and Hitler and all these other things. We were having a good old chat about it. Only just this week, Josie said to me in stream, in chat, Genshin Impact's based, like these places are based on places. They said it, and then Kettle Toro dropped this video, like literally the day after. I was like, great minds think alike.
Countries are existing Genshin regions based on. Did you know that Mondstadt means Moon City in German? Mondstadt is said to be heavily inspired by Germany, from its architecture to the produce it's known for.
Yeah, true that.
Which makes me wonder, why did they make Venti an alcoholic again?
Why did they make... And he's quite young to be an alcoholic, isn't he?
Dragonspine's design was based on a mountain in the Alps called Matterhorn, which
I didn't know that.
Stands out due to its pointed pyramidal peak.
But yeah, look, true that.
Liyue means glazed moon in Chinese. Behind the scenes footage has also revealed that many Liyue regions are based on real-life locations in China. Some say the chasm was inspired by Mongolia with the use of Mongolian music instrument morinkur. It's no surprise that Inazuma is based on Japan. Inazuma itself means lightning in Japanese. They've even said they took inspiration from Studio Ghibli films. And Genomiya is said to be inspired by the lost city of Atlantis.
Right, this is cool, isn't it? This is cool. That's Kettle Toro. 50,000 subscribers. 50,000, that's where I need to get to. 50,000 subscribers. I like their work, so I just watched their video, just reacted to it. Kettle Toro. I'll have to watch some more, won't I?
I should have just stayed in bed today.
But yeah, me and Juzzy, plot twist, Juzzy is Kettle Toro. That would be fucking insane, wouldn't it? That guy screamed for half a second. Yeah, that with shorts like that, that must really fuck up their viewing algorithm. Like when people click on your videos, you want them to click on it and watch it all the way through. You don't want them to click on and off like that. The algorithm probably thinks, oh, that was a shit one, but sorry, mate. Sorry, I didn't even watch it. I didn't judge you. I just didn't want that going on. Right, so you be good, my little Pukosh. You be good. And I'm off to watch some boxing. I'm off to watch someone get their head punched in. I hope you don't get your head... If you be good, you won't get your head punched in. Okay, so you be good. And if you can't be good... I'm not going to say I'm going to punch your head in, but